Who
Huh?
wants to give a better recap?
That's V's job.
That's my job?
Yeah,
We,
you're the recapper.
well, Corey saw a
Matthias'
boat.
shit has gone to even more shit.
Corey saw a shipwreck. We rescued a Kenku and a girl that may have turned into a shadow demon. Matthias basically babysat during his whole watch. And then he got thrown up on and stuffed with the shit. Now there's a hole that's starting to form in the boat. And he almost drowned himself.
It's pretty accurate.
But that's okay because he didn't.
Yay, control water.
All right. So if I remember correctly, make sure everybody you're in the position you remember yourself being in.
I was on the side of the boat.
I remember nothing.
So you are still on the side of the boat there, V.
Nala, you were helping make sure that Matthias wasn't going to drown himself with a rope.
Sounds legit.
Then the rope was cut, and now you're holding the end of a rope that has nobody tied to it. But thankfully, Corey was there.
No more jumping off boats in heavy armor, guys.
Jump off the boat! Jump off the boat! Jump off the boat!
Summon the horse that can run on water. There's an easy solution.
It
The horse is a tsundere. It
Yeah.
might not show up.
Yeah. It's Shin and Nala's turn since we are technically in combat. And to kind of bring Shin and Nala up to speed, Nala, you are staring at the side of the boat that has Matthias and a shadow demon grabbing onto the rigging that's on the said side of the boat. You might be able to hit the shadow demon with your greatsword, but it's a bit of a reach. As for Shin, you were below deck, letting Isk and the Kenku do their thing, and Iska's thing was to tidal wave the Kenku into three sailors, knocking them all out. And that was the last we were for that. So Shin, you can start.
So the Kenku is knocked out.
Yes, the Kenku is knocked out.
Okay. In relation to when I have been acting, when has the Kenku been acting?
Kenku has been acting after you.
Directly after me, but before
Yep.
Isk?
Directly after you, before Isk, yep.
Okay. So if this works. And the Kenku is absolutely just unconscious right now, right?
Correct.
Isk, I'm very sorry. Please let me hit you.
Ooh.
And I take my pistol, my pistol, and I pistol whip her with it.
Oh my god.
All right.
I have
This
no
is
idea.
definitely startled.
If you allow me to,
Yeah,
I still have to roll for it anyways.
They're not gonna stop you, they're just gonna be very confused.
Technically, I'm hitting with a magical weapon, but not using the magical properties of that weapon, which means on a successful hit. So just to roll it real quick, ignore the damage portion of this because it's technically unarmed damage for that bit, I think, or improvised. I don't know.
I think that hits.
So, I hit you. I do. What was that damage at? Whatever Sai says I do for damage.
Melee damage. Whatever your unarmed strike is.
You take literally 0 damage.
There you go.
Cool.
And I arcane jolt the Kenku because I needed to fucking hit something to arcane jolt.
I'm gonna say you do 1 point of damage just to trigger that, and it's a metal weapon. So 1 point of damage is how it's gonna be for me.
Sure. So does a 16 actually still hit you? Because that's what that number would actually be if it's just a melee strength hit.
Yep.
Okay. And the Kenku heals for. Let me hold it. There we go. Ah! What the fuck happened?
Oh, that's why the thing keeps skipping around. I keep trying to look at where you guys are on the map and I keep just pulling it back to my token.
The fuck was all that?
He
I'm
just
trying to
rolled
get
initiative for everything.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the initiative orders back in place. I don't know why.
We so fucked, y'all.
The Kenku heals for 5.
Okay. 1.
Well, he's putting us back in our initiative. He just had to roll it in order to enter it in.
Yeah. Cancel. Move.
And with the pistol still in my hands, I kind of just like put my hands together in that in a praying motion and bow to her and say, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." But I healed the Kenku.
I don't
That's
know why.
also-
I don't know why half of these people are crossed out.
Because we killed them all.
We're murderers. Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
Bunch of smooth criminals up in this.
Yep.
The good part is, at least it wasn't still my greatsword.
That was probably for the best.
Okay, Nala. Oh, that's why, because it was just halfway through the combat order, that's why.
When you say shadow demon, is it like phantasmal, or does it have a physical body?
It definitely has a corporeal body. It just has wispy type shadow things that seem to kind of wisp off of it. So it's certainly not of this world, at least anything you've ever seen before. But it definitely has a solid feel and look to it because you saw it cut the rope, you saw it's latching onto the side of the boat. If it didn't care about that, it wouldn't do that, right? So you know it has some type of corporeal body effect to it.
How long is my rope?
The rope that you are grabbing, we'll say, is, you wouldn't have had it very far in, so you probably would have had about 20 feet at max. So you probably have 30 feet of rope.
Is that a lot of rope? It sounds like a lot of rope.
5 misers laid across the ground.
That's a lot of rope.
There you go.
And the shadow demon or shadow, what I forgot, is in combat or confronting
Oh, yeah.
Matthias.
It right now it has a look of not confusion, but you can't really tell, but it's not paying attention to any of you. It's kind of looking off in the distance and tilting its head a little bit, almost like a dog would if it was trying to hear something.
Do I hear anything?
Nope.
Okay. What I would like to do is I would like to fashion a lasso and try to knock it onto the boat.
If you want to fashion a lasso, that's probably going to take an action for you to actually tie it together and get a nice noose. If you want to just throw some rope around it and see if you can't yank it aboard, I'll let you do that.
I, as a player, don't understand the difference.
So a lasso, you need to sit there and actually tie it around and have the correct knot on it, so that when you grab onto something, it tightens it up. Versus if you just take some rope and you just kind of throw it over somebody and then try to pull them towards you with it, it has a similar effect, but it doesn't have that knot on it. Does that make sense?
It does. The
Okay.
ladder sounds like it would be harder to pull off. Would I be correct?
The ladder? Oh, yes.
Ladder,
As in-
Latter.
Right. I was thinking ladder, Ladder.
Sorry.
No, the former takes more time than the latter does. The latter is going to be more, it isn't going to. So, yes, you're correct. Like, if you absolutely 100% want to make sure you get something wrapped around this creature, you want the former, but it's going to take more time. It's going to take your action for you to set that up. But
I
if
do
you just
that.
want to do something right now, it's going to be the latter.
If Matthias doesn't look in immediate peril, then I'm gonna do that. If he looks like this thing's gonna eat him or something, then I'll go for the ladder.
Creature doesn't look like it's focused on Matthias anymore.
Okay, then I go for the lasso.
Okay.
I just woke up the thing that was controlling it.
So that's you. The creature goes. Corey, you get an attack of opportunity. Nala, you do
Sure,
not.
fuck yeah.
I mean, you could punch it. So yes, Nala, you get an attack of opportunity, but you're not gonna be. It's not gonna be with your greatsword since you're currently trying to make your lasso, because it's going to run past both of you.
All right.
Guess
Punch it.
I'm guessing that a 27 hits.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, I rolled a 19. That is 10 damage.
Okay. And that hits. That's 16 damage. And it just runs right by you both. And I need to move. Hello, Gimp. Can you let me move him? Oh, that's why. Here. And we'll say he goes here. Okay. He just bolts past all of you. Runs right down the stairs.
Balls.
There were some sailors and soldiers, not soldiers, sailors up on deck, but we'll say they were preoccupied and weren't really paying attention to that creature because it was on the side of the boat and only the two of you really noticed it. All right. They're still out. Oh, this guy. Yes. Let me put him at 1.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And put this at 2. There we go. So the Kenku wakes back up, kind of looks at the two of you, confused. But then
Hi, sorry, they were being dumb for a moment. It's okay.
goes over to the black ink type stuff that's or not ink, the black acid type stuff that is slowly eating up the ship and starts to lap it up.
Eat it?
Yes, like he's eating it.
If Isk looks at my face, it's definitely about what it looks like when I'm tasting that sickly sweet tar.
I mean, Iska's probably making the same expression right now.
Matthias, it's your turn.
I climb up on the boat.
Okay. I'm sure Corey will move so that you can get up on the boat.
Yeah.
Where'd it go?
Downstairs.
Not sure how much movement I have left after that, but would
Up on the boat,
following
it's going to take you 5 feet to get up there, but it's difficult. So 10 feet. So say you used 15 feet. So you have 15 more feet.
Okay. I'd start heading downstairs then.
Okay.
Not sure where that
Should
would
be able to move your token, yeah?
Yeah, I'm just not sure which direction I'm supposed to be heading on this map in order to go downstairs.
Okay, so yeah, Shin's got it. Are you taking a double move?
Yeah.
So 30 to there. 5, 10, 15. You'll be here. And you can see the creature. Still not paying attention to you.
Okay. I'll cast Shield of Faith on myself as a bonus action then, and that's my turn.
Okay. Corey?
There are no enemies on the deck, right?
Correct.
Or anywhere that I can see coming at us from the water? Can I tell that without taking my action to perceive?
You're using your passive action to do that. Passive perception, you don't see anything.
Okay, then I'm gonna go downstairs as well. However far I can make it with just my movement. Can I get to right where Matthias is?
You will be right behind him.
Okay.
You will be.
I can't move my token. That's cool. Thank you. And I can see this shadow demon, I assume.
You can't move your token?
It wouldn't let me pull it just there, but I might have been doing something wrong. I'm not, at my best at the moment.
Okay. So you got down the stairs. You know Matthias went around the corner, and you know the creature somewhere down there, but you can't see it from where you're at.
I can't see it. Okay. Shoot, I can only move my spiritual weapon 20 feet per round, so I don't want to summon it until there is a enemy, and I want to keep concentrating on control water in case the boat
Sorry, I have
starts
this.
flooding.
Hold on one sec. Yeah.
And
You're there. You're there. You're there. It's there. Okay.
does
That's right.
Matthias look hurt to me?
That's Matthias. I don't think
Matthias?
he is.
I've
I don't think
He
he's
hurt?
taking any damage.
Yeah, I haven't taken any damage.
Sorry, I have like 0 combat spells prepped. I literally have like Zone of Truth and Create Food and Water, and that's it. Give me a second.
Oh, you're fine.
That's concentration. I guess I will use my action to keep moving. I will use my action to keep moving until hopefully I see this creature.
You will have to go past Matthias. So either you go past Matthias towards the next stairs, or here, I'll just put you here. So 10 feet. You see it.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck. Can I hit it with my warhammer?
No, you have to move 5. You can move there. And no, because that is your double move. So you can get next to it, but you can't hit anything.
Well, then I'd rather not be next to it. I'd rather stay next to Matthias. Okay. I will hold. Oh, I use my action, so I'm done. That's it. That's my
Yes.
turn.
Okay.
I'm not confused at all.
Isk.
Oh boy. I guess is just completely confused about what's going on the bottom floor of the boat right now.
It looks like it is cleaning up the ichor, right?
Yes. It's
Uh,
definitely pulling up a lot of the acid stuff, and it doesn't seem to have a negative effect to it, but it has been 4 seconds, 3 seconds roughly. So
Shin, seeing Isk's confusion, says, "We got this wrapped up. Go see what's upstairs," because Shin doesn't know what's going on upstairs.
Eskel just sort of like nod, look back at the Kenku situation again, and then leave because I think they've fucked up enough down there. So let's come back up here, I think. Is that where the stairs come out?
yes, that is correct.
Cool. I guess they're coming up the stairs and this thing's coming down the stairs, so.
I think Matthias wanted to shout something, but I'm not sure if he actually did or not.
Oh, yeah, I just forgot at the end of my turn I would have used the telepathy, whatever, and told us that there was a shadow demon heading that way.
I'm gonna assume that they heard that like as they were going up the stairs.
For me.
But I don't think they're gonna take any action this turn because they haven't quite gotten up there yet. So I don't really think there's anything they can do. They don't know what's going on, so they're making their way up the stairs and they hear something's there right when they're getting there. That's my turn.
Okay.
I like how Nala can unarmed strike something and deal 6 damage. Shin unarmed strikes something and does 0 damage.
You're the brain, I'm the brawn. It'll work out.
I'm
Right.
literally useless in a bar fight.
Shin, your turn.
Shin is still going to keep watch over the Kenku. Not in a threatening way, but like definitely just keeping watch. And that is Shin's turn. Holding his action for any suspicious crap.
Okay. Nala, your turn. You have a lasso in your hand.
Yay! I'm gonna charge downstairs.
Okay. So, actually, technically, so we'll just do 25, 30, get you, who again? I don't know why it's not letting me move you.
That noise is kind of scary.
What happened? Okay. Okay, that was weird. So 35 gets you there. You don't see it. Oh, it's gone? What the F? Okay, just whatever. Or rather, 30 will get you down here. You know, you can hear Matthias and Corey around the corner, but you don't see anything. You can use another action to move or something else.
Do what?
You are down the stairs. You hear Matthias and Corey around the corner, but you don't see anything because you're still in the stairwell. You can use your action to move again or prep something else.
I think I will hold my action ready to lasso any non-friendly person that comes up the stairs.
Okay.
What is that?
That's what I picked for its image.
That is terrifying. I hate it.
Oh god.
So it tries to go around the corner and sees you, Isk. And since you are in its way, it's going to attack you.
Of course.
Oh god.
Oh. Well, I don't know. I don't need to do that. So 12.
Nope. 14 AC.
It is apparently very surprised to see somebody there and slams a claw against the wall and then has to like take it a few moments to tug it back out and misses as it does that as well. And it looks really upset, but that's its turn. The Kenku continues to eat up the acid and is slowly but surely getting it handled, but there's a lot of it all over the place since it's been spread about. Those guys are still out. There are some sailors in the mid deck with the rest of you guys, and they've backed off because they don't know what the fuck that is. Matthias, your turn.
Guess I'll go up to the creature, or the demon, cast Branding Smite,
Okay.
and then attack.
All right.
Seems like a good smiting opportunity. Demons. Good for smiting.
So clarification: are we taking the roll that it gave for when you click that?
Sure.
Okay.
So he just has a
That
queued up
hits.
branding smite now.
So 9 plus 5 is 14 damage. Unlock, please.
And then I'll put in first level
And-
smite into that, so I think that's 2d8.
Good rolls. Good rolls.
Great rolls.
Still standing.
Jeez.
And it should be shedding dim light right now.
Okay. That from branding smite.
Yep. Target sheds a dim light in a 5-foot radius and can't become invisible until the spell ends.
Nice.
Up to 1 minute.
It does not look happy from the radiant damage at all.
Yeah. I wish I had guiding bolt so bad right now. That would be so nice.
That'll be his turn.
Okay. Corey.
Okay. I am going to take a risk here and recast Crusader's Mantle on myself. So everybody within 30 feet of me does radiant damage with their melee attacks. Just give everybody a little boost. And then I will also cast my spiritual weapon at second level and attack with it. Ooh, that's not gonna hit. I don't think that a 10 hits.
Nope.
Nope. So my spiritual weapon is here, and I'm glowing. It's radiant happiness. I think I'm gonna. So this is down.
Yes.
All right. I am going to share space with my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Isk, you have a shadowy demon creature that is very angry at you, but apparently can't hit you.
I had an idea of what to do, but this might be a bad idea.
Just hit me, bro. I haven't taken any damage yet.
Tidal wave incoming.
Yeah, I've still got
Yeah.
one more spell slot.
Just fucking do it, yo. It's fine.
Okay, yeah. Already has Isk already has tidal wave on their mind. They're gonna cast tidal wave and try to push it away.
Isk
All
super
right.
has those waves on. Isk wants to surf, damn it.
Yeah.
You're
Tidal wave.
Oh yeah.
Corey is within 10 feet, so
Yeah.
you get plus
I'm
4
gonna
to the
get hit by
save.
it too. Oh, thank you. What's the save? What kind of save is it?
Dexterity.
16.
17 plus his force 21.
Okay. It makes it save.
Of course.
We take half damage.
10 damage.
Failed. Yeah, half damage and isn't knocked prone, so nobody gets knocked away.
Jesus
Ooh,
Christ. what a
someone's driving like a
douchebag.
crazy person outside.
Welcome to my life. People with tiny dicks driving by my apartment.
Hate
Anything
that.
else? Yes.
No, I think that was sufficiently startling that was the first thing they could think to do is just push it away.
Okay. Shin.
Hi. Did I hear commotion upstairs?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah?
You heard another tidal wave.
You heard a loud crunch, ripping of wood, a couple of attacks going off, and la as radiant damage goes through, and then a splash. Or more like a splash. I don't know.
Uh-huh. Shin is going to telepathy to the Kenku. I'm going to go make sure we're safe. I hope you got this. And as he's walking away saying that, up the
Okay.
stairs.
No response.
Can I see around the stairwell?
Yes.
Can I blast it?
Yes.
So I just went, blasted. Whatever that meme is. You should do it for me.
But anyways, I just started shooting. Or no, I
Nice.
just started blasting.
Yeah. I do that.
Go for it.
I don't think I have arcane weapon. Wait, hold on a second.
There it is.
I do have arcane weapon active because I have a first level spell slot used. Eh. I don't think I hit.
You do not. You fire off another warning shot. Everybody heard it.
Fire off another warning shot.
He is not throwing away his shot.
And I fire a second warning shot that is
Okay.
directed. Hopefully, I adjust the angle a little bit. Basically, I aim at Matthias and hope to hit the creature at this point.
God.
No.
You're
Don't say
literally
things like that. If you're rolling that one, Matthias is done.
I'm hitting the creature.
Hey.
Here you go. Plus a d4 radiant damage.
All right, let me.
It should be weapon attacks. Let me just...
Bounce the bullet off of Matthias's armor.
So 1 radiant damage, and then
Yeah, weapon
I think
attacks.
this is just yep. 4. Can I call this radiant damage? I
don't know,
wouldn't
can you?
Acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder? No. So
Okay.
I'm gonna say it is thunder. That seems like a pretty unresistible damage type.
It's resistant. Just kidding. Okay.
That 1 doubled to a 2. Such excellent radiant damage we're popping off here.
No, it's your turn. No creatures
Shin-
tried to jump past you. Sorry, Shin. What is Shin doing?
Shin goes, hi. I guess that was tidal wave number 2 to Isk, and that's the rest of his turn.
You take your bonus action to reload.
I am using a repeating weapon, so I do not.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Currently, I'm not actually using the mag because currently I
right.
can still use the. I'm creating the magazine for future use.
Right. I got it. Nala, it's your turn. No creature has tried to jump you. You hear a commotion and a gun being fired twice around the corner.
I cautiously approach the corner so as to not get shot.
You don't see anything.
I continue around the corner.
You see everything except for the person who shot the gun.
You see like a gun pointing at Matthias's head.
Oh wow, that got dark. So what do I see?
Matthias, Corey's weapon. You think Isk are all fighting the Shadow Demon. You're not sure. You don't see Shin. But I think you know by now that Shin is using a pistol, so you have a feeling he's there somewhere.
Yeah. Can I reach the shadow demon?
With
Get in his corner. We'll all cozy up together.
because right now you have a table that's in the way of you getting on its only unflanked side.
Okay, I'm going with my original idea. I'm gonna lasso it.
All right,
Yeah.
roll me a ranged attack at not disadvantage, but not proficient, unless you can give me a good argument that you're proficient with lassos.
I have one, but I'm not her, so never mind.
I have practiced throwing weapons, so I have good aim. I also was in the military, so I'm good with knots and tying people up.
Sure, but how often in the military would you have lassoed somebody?
Okay.
Well, it depends on the place and the criminal.
Roll me a d20 and we'll see where it goes from there. How about that?
So V had it pretty good there. It's like a whip for one, and two, she's a fighter. She's proficient in all of that shit.
It's not like a
But I
whip.
understand what you were going for, Sai, and that's why I didn't actually say anything until she gave her reasons.
The way you use a whip is vastly different from the way you use a lasso. What's your dex?
Uh, 10.
That will miss.
Darn.
But you have another attack, so you can try again.
I'm trying it again.
Go for it. Roll me another d20.
Swing and a miss.
Roll me another d20.
Oh boy.
I feel like I'm getting tied up.
You
No!
deserve it.
Matthias, you feel the lasso slide over you, but it didn't hook you, so you're lucky. But you definitely felt it on you.
I'm gonna look at Matthias and just kind of like put my hand in the air and shrug.
I probably deserve that.
All right. Anything else?
Don't worry, Matthias. That's just to make sure you don't jump back into the water.
I had a rope.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, a lot of good that did you.
I mean, it's currently the rope you're holding, so
Yeah, it didn't save his life.
Anything else you doing, Nala?
I don't think I can do anything else.
Wasn't sure. You had a bonus action or what have you. All right.
Oh, I
So-
thought I used that.
Nope. You still have your bonus action.
Anybody want a rope? Lasso? No? Alright, that ends my turn.
All right. Seeing as it's surrounded by everybody, basically, everybody within 10 feet need to make me a wisdom save.
Including me?
No, you're not within
Or
10
no?
feet.
Okay.
Plus Matthias is 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
27.
no,
Oof.
no, I do not save. Man, my rolls tonight. They're
We'll do that. So everybody who makes a save takes, wow, 3 points of psychic damage, and everybody who fails to save takes 5 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And then it will attack Isk once. And miss. Does 15 hit, actually?
15 does.
Oh, and it hits. Never mind. Yeah. 16. No. 12 points of damage.
Okay.
As it just slashes right across your chest.
Oh, boy.
Channel Divinity and for the one thing. 1 second. That one.
V's like, wait, I got you. I can take this shit.
This is to make it take the damage.
Wisdom. It makes it. Failed save. It's associated. Takes half as much damage. Oof. What was that? 12? Yes.
Oh, and it's radiant. Nice.
Wow.
12 points of damage. It looks very unhappy. Okay. It's turn. Nobody's watching what the Kenku's doing. They're
Nope.
down. Matthias, your turn.
Great.
I'm gonna attack.
Okay, go for it.
I will channel divinity. So
All
you
the
get plus
channeling.
10 to that. So that hopefully hits.
A 20?
Feet.
I don't know. Yeah, it hits.
And
Oh, I forgot that I can attack as a bonus action.
Oh, and then I'm supposed to add a D4, right?
Of radiant damage, yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
Corey, make me a con save.
Oh, from my concentration.
Yep.
15 plus whatever my con is. Should
I
be
think
fine.
you're fine.
Yeah, 17 total.
And then +4.
Radiant,
10.
which is hopefully plus 8.
No, I meant for the save.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Well, it's also plus
Gotta
4 for the
say.
damage as well.
Yep.
It's nice having a redemption paladin around.
Okay, it's certainly not pleased, but it's still up.
Attack again.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
another 10? Fine, I channel divinity again. I want this thing to die.
I
Oh, I can't. I can't do it twice
you
in
can't.
Think that's your reaction.
It takes my reaction, yeah.
All right,
So
that misses.
that's his turn.
All right, Corey.
Can I move here?
No.
Is that door closed?
Well, one, you're blocked off because you have a wall, and two, the doors. Yeah, the door would be closed.
Because I could like slip diagonally if it were open, but yeah, okay, that's fine. I was hoping I could get Nala in here, but I will hit it with my spiritual weapon first. Spiritual weapon. That's a nat 20.
Okay.
So that's 14 damage.
Okay.
But I think that's all bludgeoning.
I think it is too.
Yeah, it's bludgeoning.
Okay.
And then I will hit it with my warhammer.
Uh huh.
Oh, that is super cocked.
Uh huh.
That's 21 to hit.
That hits.
That is. I want Corey's dice. 11 bludgeoning and 4 radiant.
It's still up.
Fuck. I'm gonna potentially take an attack of opportunity and back up. Oh, I don't. I clicked on my spiritual weapon and now the whole screen is black.
Spiritual weapon can't see.
Click to the overworld and then click back to the boat.
Spiritual weapon has no
Oh.
eyes.
Well, there we go. Okay. Yeah. So hopefully Nala can Nala slip past me to get in here if I'm standing right here.
Yes. Does
Okay.
18 hit you?
Yes, because I dropped my shield earlier.
Okay. Its tail whips out at you. Sorry, it doesn't have a tail. Its claws whip out at you. And do 20 points of damage.
Oof.
Ouch.
Yeah, the reaction to do the passage of arms thing.
What?
The
His
amulet
tank
ability
ability
thing.
you give him.
Okay.
So I don't
Um,
take that damage, right?
Correct.
Uh,
Matthias
I
is
think-
going to instead take the damage, and he will take 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Right? Math?
Yep.
Yes. Okay. As you stab your sword into the boat. Thankfully, it's not the bottom floor. Just saying.
We're gonna have a real problem.
Corey, you can see how amazing this looks, but at the same time, you're like, why the sword in the boat?
Dope.
He could have slammed his shield down. Come on, guys.
Okay.
But the sword looks so much cooler.
That was that's reaction. Corey, are you doing anything else?
I moved. I did my bonus action, my actions. That's my turn. I get my reaction back though, so that's nice.
Isk.
Oh god. Can a bonus action be used before an action?
Yep. You can choose any
Alright.
order.
Cool. Let's do Shillelagh and then just hit it, because this is like very close quarters. Everything else they've got is gonna hit everybody.
Okay.
So
Remind me, I don't think, as long as you're not casting a ranged spell, it doesn't have a detriment if you're doing it next to an enemy. Is that correct?
this isn't ranged. It just changes Isk's weapon into spell
Right.
damage.
Right. That's my clarification. If it was a ranged spell, it'd be a disadvantage, but everything else is fine. Is that correct? Does that sound right, Miser? Who is not here? I'm going
That
to
sounds
play
right to
it.
me, if it's helpful.
Yeah. That's fine.
I just posted the spell into there so you can read it, but
You
they're just
should get a d4 with that of radiant damage.
I don't.
nice.
I had just muted myself to tell Illyria something.
Okay. So if that's your roll for hit, that's going to miss.
Oh shit! I waited too long to channel divinity. Sorry.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah, well, they've got it ready for next time, but I think they're gonna keep trying to hold this closed space here.
All right. Shin.
I'm gonna. There's no more Matthias there to aim at.
Can aim through the monster at Matthias.
Yeah, just imagine that he's there.
I am going to attack it again, though. Or not.
It misses. That was a 1.
That's my second one in a row.
Roll me a d20 to see if your pistol doesn't misfire, just because it's a pistol and I'm a dick.
Second one. Oh.
Okay. You can make
That
your
was
other
second.
attack.
Yes, that would have been third one.
Nice.
Good hit.
Plus that, plus some d4 of something, I guess.
Yep. Roll
Mhm.
d4.
Give me that one radiant damage.
Once.
Damn it.
Once.
It is staggering right now. You can all tell it is like teetering on the edge, but it's still up.
It's got like 2 hit points.
And then I take, well, I guess it's literally just like 10 movement to go. Give me, let me, I can't move.
Yes, baby.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Click on the Kenku.
Good idea. Very, very good idea.
You see the Kenku is still lapping up the acid, but it's definitely gotten most of it at this point.
I begin to wonder how this Kenku can handle eating acid. Does it
Nala,
look
your
like it's
turn.
starting to trip balls?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm good there for now. I'm gonna I'm just awestruck.
Sounds
Okay.
totally normal.
Nala, your turn.
Sorry, I was dying. I'm gonna drop. No. Hmm. Can I secure the rope on my person?
Yeah. That will
Like,
probably
quickly?
take.
Well, I
I'll say
don't
that
want to
takes.
put it on the ground for fear that one of us will trip over it.
So.
fuck?
We're rolling real great today.
It's going to take an action to secure it. Bonus action if you want to like toss it on the. Or there is a.
I'm just gonna toss it
section-
on top of something close.
Yes.
And then run in and attack it.
Go for it.
I am going to slice it.
Hey, don't forget your D4 for both of those rolls
Radiant damage.
of radiant damage.
Miser, are you okay there?
Just don't forget your D4 there. I know Bex would like ask you not to forget that.
Gosh.
The Shadow Demon falls to Nala's impressive greatsword swings and lands on the ground, unmoving.
Shin was totally there to see that.
Totally.
100%.
100.
100.
Yeah.
So what was going on down below?
The Kenku is down there.
Is that good for us or bad for us?
I don't know.
There was
Since it
acid
doesn't
eating
seem
through
like
the
we
have
have dropped initiative order yet.
Yeah.
Do what I want to do.
Initiative is dropped. I'm just.
I'm
I don't
going to
wanna
start
get out.
casting mending at the spot that the Kenku is also eating. It's a long cast, so he should probably finish eating it before I actually mend the spot full.
Cool. What do the rest of you
Is
do?
there a body left of the shadow demon?
Yes, it's still there.
I would like to hit it one more time with my hammer just to make sure it's really dead.
Okay.
And then I would like to investigate the body.
Okay. You smack it real good, and it lets out a sigh of like air escaping its lungs as you think it killed it. And then you
Okay.
start checking it out. What are you looking for?
Anything to indicate where it came from, if there's some sort of thing that turned it into that, because we've seen that before.
Right off the bat, well,
I
when
mean,
you say seen it turned into that, what do you mean?
well, like, okay, I don't remember if Corey was in the gem yet or not when this happened, but like there was a guy who had a gem and then he turned into an aberration. He was like casting a spell and he turned into an aberration at the
Yes,
bandit
Corey
camp.
was in the gem before that happened.
So she doesn't know about that.
Correct.
Okay, well then she's looking for any sort of suspicious talismans or holy symbols or
What I will give you is that I'm sure your friends would have said something along the lines of, "Yeah, he did this thing and then turned into this monster." That was really
right.
fucking
I
weird.
assume that we tell each other stuff
Right.
generally.
So
So
you wouldn't have known exactly how it looked like, but they would have described it near enough. And this doesn't look anything like that. So I'm not even going to make
there
you
is
have to roll.
okay, so there's not a thing. There's no things on it.
And if you're looking for any symbols, items, gems, there's nothing on it that you see.
Okay. Okay.
What are the rest of you doing?
Matthias is gonna cast Divine Sense.
It detects evil as fuck.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Heading back downstairs.
This goes back downstairs.
Yeah.
Nala, what are you doing?
Everything appears all right up here still.
Seems it, yeah.
I'll go see if the down below if I can help patch anything or
Okay.
fix stuff.
Corey Matthias is there, so I guess I'll just put you there. Does that sound
Oh,
good?
hey, Isk. No tidal waste, please.
Yeah, I mean, I don't how I will follow them when I'm done doing this, but if something happens in the interim, I would like to, give some Heelys, but I just wanted to make sure that thing wasn't going to come back alive first.
Before Matthias heads, or before both of them head down, because after he did that, and he'd probably head down, he'd ask Corey, have you seen Allie anywhere?
I just kind of assumed that was Allie.
Corey and Matthias, make me a perception roll, please.
Oof. Now the dice betray me. 11.
22.
You, Matthias, you know the creature's starting to move again before you move away from it.
I hit it again,
Okay.
and
Am I still within 30 feet of Matthias? Does he get some
Oh, yeah,
radiant
you hear
damage
that.
on that?
I mean, because he's on the other side of it, and then he turns.
Oh.
Because you started going downstairs, and then he's on the
Yeah.
other side of it, and he turned and slashes it with his sword. So now he's just right in front of you, but you know what he attacked.
I highly feel
Damn.
like I was just cut a little girl in half.
Should we throw this thing overboard, maybe?
Did Shin hear that?
Oh yeah,
Did Shin hear that?
yeah, you heard it.
Yes!
Okay.
Matthias will pick it up and carry it up then.
I'm going with him just to make sure.
Okay. As you take it up the stairs, it starts moving again.
I punch it.
Okay.
I
What's
don't
your
want to
punching damage?
Warhammer Matthias's back. My punching damage is 6.
Roll me an
telepathy to the Kenku as well. It's like
Sorry, it's 5.
Roll me an attack.
Plus 8 is probably not going to hit. 14?
Nope.
I punch it again.
It's alive enough to attack the person that is now carrying it, which is terrible.
Cool, I
Uh,
punch it.
Does 15 hit you, Matthias? I don't think it does.
No, even if you take his shield out of it, that still doesn't hit.
Okay, roll me an attack, punch again.
Jesus Christ, that's even worse.
All right, so Matthias is still moving up the stairs at least, so we'll put him up
I'm-
here.
Right behind him.
You're right behind him. It tries to attack Matthias again. 26.
Oh
That's 14 points of damage.
Okay.
How you looking, buddy?
I'm okay.
Should we both try and punch it this time?
You can
Put
you
it down
can
so I can
always-
hit it with my hammer. Like,
Matthias, you can call for help.
caca, caca.
Matthias is like, no, I've got this.
And
Not-
telepathically
What's that?
tell Iskin thing came back alive while I was trying to carry it up to throw it over. And
Maybe we need fire. I don't have any.
And-
Well, I've got big fire, but we don't want that.
And
On a wooden boat.
Yeah.
and then to Corey, he'd say, if it really is Allie, would maybe dispel magic work?
I could try. If I can find dispel magic in my spell list, there it is. Okay. May I try that?
Yeah, but you already punched it. So, does anybody else want to do anything this turn?
Well, I don't think they're anywhere close to me, right?
Correct.
And Matthias did or did not say something.
He did. Over
He
the
did
over
get
the
the-
amulet.
Yep.
I wasn't sure if that was retconnable. Go back and assist them in disposing of said thing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You'll be right there, but that's a double move.
That's fine.
Okay. Isk,
Hi.
Shin?
Eskel probably want to relay some of this information to Shin, who has no idea what was going on.
Well, he
The-
heard the "Do you want to throw this overboard?" So you can take that as he wills. And you would have heard the attack that Matthias did with his sword because combat is pretty pronounced.
Very loud. Oh, this can turn to Shin and be like, Matthias says it's still alive. Isk will be starting to head out, but unclear what's
Alright.
going on down on the bottom floor of the boat. Do you want Isk to stay? Do you want Isk to go?
Yeah, go. I got this. I guess.
Okay.
Kenku seems helpful so far.
Uh, is he okay?
We're good. Go.
Okay. Let's go start heading up-ish, but I don't think they can make it as far as Nala in that amount of time.
Okay, Matthias, what are you doing?
Still trying to carry it up to throw it overboard.
Okay, you can make it to the side of the boat, and you can throw it if you want.
I'll hold my action to throw it over until I see what happens with the dispel magic.
Okay.
If it doesn't change back, then I'll throw it. If it changes into Ollie, then I won't.
It's gonna try and escape the grapple, so I need you to make me an athletics check. Ooh. Yeah, it beats it. So it is now off of your back and tries to attack you. That's a miss. And it slams into the ground. Corey, your turn.
Sacred Flame.
Shin yells from below deck. Stop breaking the ship up there!
That's a 22 to hit.
Sacred Flame.
It's
It's a
not actual
cantrip.
fire.
Yeah,
radiant.
it's radiant damage.
Yeah, it's a save.
Yeah, deck
Okay.
save. You're right.
Just
I
making sure it
rolled.
doesn't like catch anything on fire.
No, it doesn't.
That would be.
Okay.
I
control
forgot that I
flame.
had it though. It's very
Control
easy.
flame absolutely catches things on fire.
I
I always wondered why you kept forgetting that you had that spell, Bex.
Never mind.
What?
I always wondered why you kept forgetting that you had that cantrip, because it
Because
was
I'm
like
not looking at my fucking cantrips because I'm a dumbass.
I just kept thinking, it's like, man, she really just wants to fucking hit things with that hammer.
No, I'm really just stupid, actually.
I just
Okay.
kept thinking, it's like you want to thump things.
You
No.
try to light it up and it resists.
Fuck. It's a cantrip, so I do 0 damage.
Yes.
I think my spiritual weapon only lasts a minute. Has it been more than a minute, I assume?
Yes, it has.
Okay, then I guess I'll just, get up in its business. Well, you know what? No, I'm just gonna get out of Nala's way.
Nala, it's your turn.
I'm gonna go stab slash at the thing.
Roll me an attack.
An attack slash.
You miss. You hit. It goes down.
With my bonus action, how heavy is it?
Hard to tell.
With my bonus action, I'm going to try to pick it up and throw it overboard.
Not
just
with your
hurl
not
it.
with your bonus action. You can
Oh,
shove it towards the side of the room. I'll give you that much.
I can do what?
You can shove it towards the side of the boat so you can get it closer.
Okay, I'll do that.
Roll me an athletics check.
Athletics.
Yes. Just don't roll low. That's close enough. So she shoves it next to you, Matthias.
Okay.
Isk, your turn. Oh, jeez.
So while Isk is contemplating life, Shin is going to lead to the Cancun and go. So where's Allie at?
Are you saying that out loud or telepathy?
Telepathy.
What is Allie?
The child that was with you.
That was no child.
You two seem like you were friends.
Far from it.
Were you a hostage?
That's as much as you get.
Okay. You wait until my action, man.
Isk,
Hey,
what
Isk
you
is
doing?
Hmm?
What are you doing, Isk?
Just trying to make it all the way to where combat is actually happening first.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Isk came
6.
back.
That would have
Isk
been
came
your
back.
first move, so you can make another move, but you don't hear any combat right now.
Okay. Stay there, I guess.
Okay. Shin, what do you do?
So you were a hostage?
I don't know what you think a hostage is, but I am not
How did
that.
you two survive? And why were you so? Oh well, never mind. I understand the Kenku part. Sorry. Shin continues trailing off on this tangent for a bit and uses up all of his actions so that you don't have to RP more.
The
Because that is
Kenku,
how Shin do.
the Kinku thankfully has been mostly ignoring your pestering and has been still dutifully working on the acid on the ground, and at this point has pretty much cleaned it up.
Shin
There's a
is
little
also
bit of
dutifully
patches.
mending behind him, but it takes a minute to cast the damn thing.
There's some small patches here and there because it kind of got splattered around, so it's a lot harder to get some of those. But you think the ship as a whole should be fine.
As long as I have time, I will get to every single patch.
Yep. Matthias, what do you do?
Guess he's gonna pick it up and throw it overboard.
Okay. Make me an athletics check. Don't roll. Into the water it goes. Sploosh.
And I guess I look over to be ready if it comes back up.
Roll me fate. Oh, nice. It's gone. You not only did you throw it over, you threw it over far enough you don't think you could even grab on the rope.
Okay, I think that might be it. I'll keep an eye just in case, and the rest of you want to go and help Shin down below?
Okay. Corey, who might be preoccupied.
Okay, I'm here. Hi.
Oh.
I will. I'm gonna Cure Wounds Matthias. Have 5 Heelys. Sorry that I rolled a 1 on my D8. And I will stay up here and watch the edge to make sure that thing doesn't come back with him. And I will say, you guys go help Shin.
Nala, what do you do?
So who's going down to help Shin?
Nobody has
Sophia,
been called
do you-
out.
Okay. I thought she just told somebody to go down there.
She said you guys. So take that as you will.
And Matthias said that too.
More literally.
I also said for you guys to go downstairs.
So the buck has been passed from Matthias to Corey, now to Nala.
Okay, I go downstairs.
Okay. Nala, you go downstairs. Isk, what do you do?
Follow behind Nala.
Okay. Shin, what do you do?
Mending.
Stop the boat from sinking.
Shin is focused on mending. The Kenku finishes up his task and just kind of sits there. And then opens his mouth and says, one way or another, we're getting off this boat.
Now, what does that mean now?
You all are free to do however you wish. Combat is not in effect.
All right, I'm going to try and heal Matthias one more time. I rolled another fucking 1, so I have 5 more points of healing. Congratulations.
Don't worry about it.
She gets so stressed over her bad rolls.
No more jumping off the boat in heavy armor, huh?
Do
Yeah,
it.
the same
Do it.
acid that was in the boat, or that was eating away at the boat, was eating away at my armor.
I
That was
remember.
the fastest way I could think to get it off.
You very easily could have died doing that. Like, a lot worse than whatever that acid was eating through your armor, I think.
Huh.
Like, gone forever, goodbye, no body, I can't even resurrect you.
Would have been my own fault, my own mistake. It wouldn't have been your fault.
Yeah, I still would have sucked butt, so let's just not do stuff like that. Please, I am begging you.
And while this is going on, Matthias would telepathically tell Isk and Nala to keep an eye on the Kenku because he had sensed evil on the Kenku.
Uh-oh.
I have questions. Shin says to the Kenku out loud.
The Kenku responds with, do you want to see a magic trick?
Not if it involves a pencil.
I'm going to make this pencil disappear.
Oh, God.
The Kenku disappears.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I have more questions.
I know you're still there.
How many more damage spots are on in the hole?
A lot.
I'll get back to you with those questions. I continue casting mending. Minute per patch. A minute per patch.
I would assume at some point we come wandering downstairs, if it's going to be a while.
Corey, you see 3 sailors on the ground, unconscious.
What?
Yeah, I can't do anything
Nobody
about
is
that, Corey.
connected to him.
They
yeah,
just,
it
Definitely
probably
can't
like,
do
would've-
anything
drop?
about that.
when
It
she
looks
went
like
down,
there
I
was
would've
some
gone
type
down
of
with her.
blunt force trauma.
Matthias would
Sorry.
hands them.
Like a tidal wave.
Like a tidal wave.
Oh, when we get downstairs.
Yeah.
I thought you meant on the deck, and I was like, what's happening?
All right, I hear you, Matthias. So they come to, they're like, what? Who? What happened?
We don't know.
I felt like water came rushing. I thought we were sinking. Oh.
Oh no,
Woo.
not at all. Not at all.
Oh,
Right,
well, we
not
can patch
at
it
all.
up. Here, get the planks. We can get that.
No, I got it. I already got it.
We can patch it up. We
No,
got
I've
this.
got it.
You
No, I've
understand
got
how
it.
boats work, sir. We
Yes,
can
I do. Look, I already patched it.
Hey, Shen. Shen, where'd the Kenku go?
Fuck if I know.
What? I think we should let them patch things while we figure out where the Kenku went. Maybe.
I got this.
I know, honey. I know. Pat on the head.
I think he's got this. Let's see if we can figure out where the Kenku went.
I guess.
If he's still on the boat, that could be bad.
Miser, do me a favor. Roll a d20.
Sure.
Sailors kind of give you all a look, and they're like, "Fuck it, leave him be."
Corey, knowing that Matthias sensed evil in the Kenku, I think. Do I know that? Hey, Matthias, do I know that?
Sure, you know that.
I'm gonna cast Detect Evil and Good, which gives me the location of any evil creatures.
Oh, you know, about a mile behind us now.
Just to see
Pretty
if the
sure
Kenku's
it has a
around.
range.
30 feet.
Yeah, you don't sense anything.
I'm gonna wander around the boat with my concentration up, looking for anything evil anywhere on the boat. I got 10 minutes.
Do you have resting bitch face while you're doing this?
Hell fucking yeah, I do.
Every sailor gives you
Resting
a very,
bitch face
very wide berth as you're doing this.
Great.
from a dragonborn.
Yeah, nobody wants to have any piece of that.
I'm checking this whole goddamn boat. I got 10 minutes.
Yeah, you don't sense anything anywhere.
Cool.
Sorry. Not true. The Matthias's Isk's and Nala's amulet have been consecrated.
Cool.
That's the only thing you detect.
Well, I find my friends again to tell them that there's nothing evil anywhere on this boat. I am
That's good
completely
news.
sure that there is nothing evil left on this boat.
Was the Kenku evil?
I sensed evil on both of them, but I couldn't tell if it was on them or from them. So I was just trying to keep an eye on them. And
MPT, no.
Did it teleport away?
Besides,
Where'd it go? Sorry, Nala, go ahead.
nah, not important.
No, go ahead.
I'm really not gonna talk. So go ahead.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
We have lost Nala and the Kenku, and apparently I look like some chick from whatever that show's called.
Empire.
Thank you. That's what I thought, but then I thought I might be wrong.
well, because of the resting bitch face.
Yeah, it's good.
Resting face bitch. Wait, what?
We have lost an evil Kenku. It's gone.
So, Miser, you hear some hammering above you as the hole that's above you is getting patched up. And your sighs are slowly covered over. They can't hear him anymore.
Oh.
As it's slowly getting covered over, I just say out loud, I'm gonna tear that up and mend that shit too, you know.
I'll tear it up for you.
Are you next to me now?
I've been down here this whole time.
I don't see you next to me. Your character's up a level. Up 2 levels.
I said I went downstairs to help you. I don't know where you are. This map is huge. Yes, I have been down here with you this whole time. I saw the Kenku poof.
I see. Yeah, we'll wait until they go away from that spot. I'd rather not trip over the planks up there. Jerks.
So, you will know, Miser, that you can't mend that hole because it's bigger than mending can do. The hole you were able to do on the ship is fine.
I have ways.
Oh, all right. All right then, fine.
I'm going to leave a
Well,
plank there and
then.
use that plank as the supply to split the difference.
Oh God. All right.
Seems like
Shin is
the,
occupied for a while.
It will definitely look like one solid fucking piece of ship again, though.
oh,
I will not have us be
that's it
being
for-
blamed for everyone else's mistakes right now.
What are you doing, Matthias?
he probably looked to Corey or whoever's next to him and say, "Oh, seems like things have calmed down, so should probably get to bed. Been up all night. Probably walk up to the room
Yeah.
to go to sleep."
You know, I think the best part of this is no one will ever know that Matthias could have saved the day if he just told anyone about the evil presence he sensed.
He actually did, but we weren't there.
Yeah, he didn't
I
say
recall him telling
specifically
anyone.
when.
He didn't
He didn't
tell
say
anyone
specifically
about
when
it.
he noticed.
No.
Oh, okay.
Like, he
He
sensed
noticed-
it, like, as soon as they hopped on the ship. Never told a soul.
Matthias is good like that.
All right. Matthias goes back to sleep. The first mate will come around and try to find the most talkable person, which is going to end up being Nala, and be like, "So is everything taken care of?"
Ish. We're not sinking.
Yeah, that's good. And thanks
There's
to
no
your friend
acid.
who- What's that?
Oh, nothing. It's fine.
Okay.
Go on.
Well, I was going to say thanks to your friend, patching up the ship has been pretty good. I don't see any major wear and tear. Although, I mean, that hole was kind of weird, but your friend is doing something to it. Don't know what it is, but that's all right.
He's fixing
We're
it.
still on course. So this didn't really take us off course, and we didn't stop for anything. So, yeah.
Excellent. Well done.
Maybe next time we not take the castaways, though.
Not my choice.
Ah, understood. All right.
What's wrong with taking the castaways?
I'll ignore that.
I'm genuinely curious here.
He's
Are you
already
saying
moved
that
on.
you'd willingly just let people die?
He's already moved on.
I'm raising my voice to keep trailing after him with this.
You don't hear a response.
I put him back in my sight and telepathy him. I can still talk to you.
Oh
I
dear.
mean, you have to stop your mending.
What spot am I on?
You're on the hole above now.
Oh, fuck it. Never mind. That hole's more important. That's got more
Yeah.
pride in it right now.
Okay. Does anybody else do anything for the rest of the day?
I think it was my turn for watch, so I'll do that before resting.
Okay. Because I believe it just turned day, and you were waking up Matthias, who was just finished with his.
Oh, motherfucker. I
Yeah.
have to rest again. I tranced, but I actually absolutely worked through that. Does that mean I have to like retrance, or do I just like stay resting for another 4 hours?
Goes into the night. Basically, what's going to end up happening is the next 5 days, nothing major is going to happen unless anybody wants to do anything in particular.
I may have a to-do list.
Well, then go for it.
I don't need to go first if somebody else's stuff.
Matthias never actually picked up any materials for armor sets, right?
Nope.
All right. And I've already finished all the amulets. I have basically finished my magazine at this point too for that.
Yep.
Yeah, Shin's gonna work on a stasis device and his to get his armor molded more into a full body thing that he can start to meld around as he sees fit.
Okay. Anybody else?
Nala will try to assist him.
Okay. I think it's on you, Corey.
Okay. At some point, I would like to find Matthias and Shin at the same time and ask them, I need your help. Hi. Hi, can you guys help me?
I'm wondering where she would have caught us both at the same time first.
Well, you guys are both on like night watches, right? So
Yeah.
right before I go to bed seems like a good time because you guys would be up getting ready for your night watches.
Pointedly ignoring Matthias.
At some
Sorry.
point in time, the two of you would have been together, so we'll just say that.
I will gather them. I will bring one to the other if I must.
DM is expediting the process. I can't keep making it difficult.
I need a unique skill that each of you has.
I have no
So-
unique skills.
Sorry, yes you do. I will pull out the diamond that Danica gave me. And I will ask Matthias, can you tell if this thing is evil?
Okay. I'll cast Divine Sense on it.
I whisper to Shin, I don't know if you should trust him.
Yeah, I think you're sleeping at this point.
Is it late?
It would be during one of my watches where you would be sleeping, yes.
Darn it.
Okay, so Matthias, you cast Divine Sense. It does not sense as evil.
Don't sense anything evil from it.
Okay, Shin, can you tell if this thing is magic?
I cast Detect Magic at it.
It is not magical.
Do you think we can use it? This is the one that Danica gave to me. I feel like it's probably like fucked up, right?
She
Why?
could have given it to you because she wanted you to see it fail.
Right.
That's oddly specific. How do you know that?
I don't know.
Well, he was naked with her, so.
We're sleeping!
Out of game.
OOC.
Sorry, the quip came out too fast.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I just wanted your guys' opinion. It would be useful to have this and not have to buy another one, but I'm like scared that using it is gonna be bad somehow.
No, Matthias has the right of it. She probably expected you to fail.
Well, he's not very smart. Then
Uh,
again, neither am I.
her position, I'd have to argue from her position it was really smart. She just didn't know what we had with us.
The amulets are probably the reason it worked.
Yeah, I believe that you're correct.
I do know that that diamond should not be held on any person.
Oh, because she can scry on it?
I don't really know or care about that. She can scry on you as it is, so there's no issue there. Probably just put it in a bag of holding, though.
Sure. Whichever one of you wants to carry it. I can get it out, right? Even if it's not my bag?
I'm gonna say
In
yes.
case the one of you who's carrying it is the one who dies?
Yes, I'm gonna say yes. They're not attuned to a specific person.
Cool.
Yeah, I think you
Then,
just
yeah.
have to know what it is to pull it out. Or just dump the whole bag out.
I can add it to my assortment of tools and whatnot, since I don't need to ever really pull out a diamond for anything.
Okie
I have
dokie.
use it to split some beams, though. I'm sorry if it potentially melt. Sorry, what?
Just don't. If you damage it and it's suddenly worth less than it's worth now, then we can't use it.
What if it becomes an even harder and finer cut diamond?
I'm just saying if you take experiments on it, it could go great or it could go badly. So I'll leave that up to you. You're the smart one.
Well, we'll see.
Thank you for helping me.
No problem. I go back to my watch.
Okay. Other than that, I only have one other thing I want to do.
Okay.
I want to scry on Captain Balvin.
It does not work.
Just like
Knew it.
before any rolls happen, it just doesn't work. Oh shit.
She's got that thing on. Okay. That's it. That's my whole list.
Probably the next day after that, Matthias would try and talk to Corey.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
All this has me wondering if I'm actually getting my power from Bahamut or if I've been praying to this fake Bahamut the whole time. Just
Of course, your power comes from Bahamut. Where else would it come from?
I'm not sure.
I mean, you're obviously. Are you really having this doubt? You're of his chosen. Look at this amulet you have. You were judged by a giant, scary stone face in a temple with a Bahamut scale in it.
And it's just finding out the Bahamut that I believe for over 90 years at this point is not the real Bahamut. It's just been a lot to take in.
Yeah, I honestly, I can't imagine what that feels like. It seems awful. But, you know, I think at this point, you gotta count yourself lucky that your faith is so strong that the real Bahamut got through to you, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you've been lied to your whole life. But we're gonna fix it for everybody.
I hope so.
Corey will pull out the Goldie coin. Don't forget, she loved you for a reason. And she'll give it to him.
Thanks. And then
Are you
he'll go
okay?
on his watch.
I give him a kiss on the forehead. My baby.
I want to ask the details of that. Because you technically don't have lips.
Shush. It's like a gentle nudge. Like, you know when your cat comes up to you and shoves its nose into your wherever it is reaching at, your face, whatever? That's what I do.
Okay, I just imagine it's like, you know, all of those sneck boops that are actually like super dangerous if we're actually sneck. But, you know, it's like Corey boops.
Yeah, Corey boops you on the forehead with your snoot. I boop you with my snoot.
Why? Why would you do
Yes.
that to us kitties?
Yeah, only gentler. That one on the right is like in pain.
Matthias is mean.
Good
All right.
point.
Does anybody else do anything?
Yes, do I become Iron Man yet?
No.
Damn.
On that note, Shin, make me a fate roll.
Fuck.
Have it here somewhere. Oh, good roll.
My wife is literally searching gifs of boops. Like, all she has in the search box is boop.
And yes,
Corey,
you did make me laugh really hard with that gif of the ostrich.
Corey,
I
make
was
me a
trying
perception
hard not to
roll.
laugh.
Corey.
Okay. I'm doing it. I heard you. 27.
As too many windows, Jesus Christ. As you're up on the crow's nest taking watch, keeping an eye out for ships, and you kind of glance down to just make sure that you know your babies are still around on the ship because you know they like to wander off. And
Mhm.
you realize that your ship is surrounded by a bunch of dolphins.
Pretty.
And as you notice that, a lot of them start leaping out of the water behind into the side of the ship.
In like a majestic way or like in a threatening way?
In a majestic way.
All right. I will enjoy the view and maybe. Do I see Isk?
I don't know, where is Isk?
They can be up there. I think they're on the same watch schedule as you.
I'll just shout down to Isk, "Hey Isk, look!" and point towards it so Isk can enjoy the splendor.
Out of curiosity, how does this register on their amulet?
What do you mean?
They can tell when animals are around, but I don't think they fully know the distance or anything.
Nothing registers. And that's more of a nothing registers as in you don't think the amulet is working like that.
Okay.
Not a "these are actually demons" way.
Right, correct. Had to clarify.
I was just curious.
Thank you. I got scared for a second.
Sorry. I guess Isk will also go over to the side of the boat and look out.
Yep, you see them. Plenty of dolphins. Some of the sailors are watching, but most of them have to still do their job, so.
Corey's gonna say thanks to Goldie for that.
There is no response.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't expecting one.
The sailor, one of the sailors, comes up next to you, Isk, and is like, "What a sight, eh?"
Yes, there's quite a lot of them.
Yeah, this isn't normal for us, but don't you know? But we do what we can, and sometimes we get blessed by this.
Blessed.
Yeah, the sea is welcoming us.
How can you tell?
Just by having, anytime you're surrounded by the sea animals like this, is a good blessing, good signs.
Well, I would not disagree.
Unfortunately, I can't stay here and watch forever. Gotta do my job, eh?
Yes.
And he wanders off.
Interesting. Well,
Make me perception, Isk.
you got it. Perception.
It's here, maybe.
Over here.
They just pulled up because I just looked at the map and it went from 2 feet away to right in front of our house, and then a car.
As
pulled
you're
up.
watching them, you get the very distinct feeling that they're starting to do kind of they're playfully showing off to you. Like they're doing, I wouldn't say abnormal, but they're doing jumps and flips and just kind of showing off their skills to you specifically.
Oh, that is unusual.
Come in.
That was a loud knock. I'm impressed.
Isk could go join them, but I feel like that's a bad idea, so.
You all watch Isk jump off the boat.
Not again!
And turn into something that can swim and then turn into something that can fly. I believe in her.
They get 2 wild
One
shapes.
cookies? Yes, one cookie.
No, I think they'll watch, but I don't know that they can go join the dolphins right now, unfortunately.
After a few hours, the dolphins will eventually leave.
You're right.
And the rest of the
Yes, I did.
day
I watched-
goes as normal. So I need to find that's 106. Another week passes, no issues, unless anybody wants to do anything.
Advancing the
Right.
suit more.
Oh, sorry. do. Right on the next day, is you feel the boat sail over a Shaluga.
Oh. Like, very quickly, or like we're in it for a while?
Decently quickly, because it's going at a pretty good pace.
Okay. Oh. Who else would be up right now? It's a question of,
During
like,
the day,
Probably-
though, Shin and Matthias are not.
okay. I guess Isk will tell Nala that.
Freehand.
Isn't
Yeah.
that the stuff that you feel?
Yes, it is like where we found our amulets, the scales, sorry, where we found the scales. But it was beneath the boat.
Really? Stupid. Oh, that's why I'm not saving it.
Do all places that have those things have scales?
That I do not know. It seems that way here, but where I came from, there were no scales.
Interesting. Was it a good feeling or a bad feeling? Because we've had both. Well, I say we, I mean you guys.
It's that's a good question. Seemed like a normal, not scary danger magic kind of sense.
Uh,
Or is it the same
You are-
as when we've been to all the ones with the scales?
the ones that you went to the scales, you had a nauseous feeling. This one, you have a bad feeling, but it's not the same.
Huh.
Like it's just something's not right with it.
Oh. Something seemed to be off about it, but I do not think it was the same as where we've been.
Perhaps we should try to come back and check it out. I don't know how deep the water is. It is, I imagine, pretty deep.
I may be able to go and investigate it on my own.
You should most definitely not do that on your own.
If you think
We-
so.
We don't need two people running into the arms of danger.
Well, I would turn around at the first sign of danger I could see.
Aww. I appreciate that.
At least we can know that it is here, but I could not sense anything else.
Do you know your surroundings well enough that if we needed to come back to this spot specifically, you'd be able to?
No. We're in the middle of the ocean. I would have to potentially follow the Shaluya for a long time.
Ah, gotcha. Alright. Well, hopefully it's alright.
Are you really only saying this through your metal or whatnot?
I think we're having a face-to-face conversation, aren't we?
Yeah, I think this is out loud, not
Huh.
not telepathy.
Huh. Is she the only one you approached?
She was awake. We could have it in the room if you want Shin to like hear it while he's trying to sleep.
No, it's up to you guys.
I think we were just chatting during watch.
Okay.
That is a good point. Well, I guess what does Ilaria know about people who run boats? Because Isk does not know anything about boats.
I would imagine I would know something about boats.
Yes. Nala would know enough about boats that there is a branch of the army, the navy, as it were, that uses them. A little bit about how they work, where they go, why the military uses them, but not in-depth knowledge of boats.
Maybe just like who on the boat would know where we are right now? Because again, not Isk's thing. The Isk isn't gonna bring that up though. They're just like, I don't know where we are, where we're going. Boat's just going somewhere.
Isk, give me a survival roll.
You got it. Yeah, not good. We're in the middle of the ocean.
Thanks for that plot lead, but we'll never be back here again.
You have you're like thinking about it, and you're like, I actually kind of, nope, lost it.
Yep.
So, Nala, you understand enough about boats, but not to really read a chart. But you know somebody who does. You all know that they have a navigator.
I'm gonna go to the navigator and see if he can mark it on the map. Tell him
Yeah.
approximately where
Yeah, I think we're about
is-
here. You know, right off Widow's Peak, between the Widow's Peak and the Island of Despair. That's about where we're at.
Oh,
Island
that
of
sounds like a
what?
lovely place.
I mean, it's to be fair, it's an old name. It's where a lot of pirates used to hang out, but they're not really there anymore. But they kept the name, so it's kind of that old wives' tale that they just decided to hang on to.
Gotcha. You seem to be fairly knowledgeable about these kinds of things in this location.
Oh
Do
yeah,
you
we've sailed
yeah,
this ocean
have any
for
history?
dozens of years. We're pretty comfortable with it. Hell, the captain's been on the seas for almost 100.
So, by chance, if we wanted to come back to this general vicinity, could you get us here?
Oh yeah, easy. I mean, this is right on the route from between Dark Harbor and Donna. It's absolutely.
Excellent. Would you by chance have a spare map that I could take from you or pay you for?
Not really.
Could you make me one once we port?
Yes, I just get me some. He'll explain this material you need to make the maps on, and then
Okay.
and I can copy most of it over of the specific part or the all of it, because all of it's gonna take a long time because we have a lot of maps, a lot.
Um, I don't know, enough that
How about this? I
if you
get you
guys
the one
aren't available.
between Donna and Dark Harbor, which has this spot in it, and that way you will have a map that shows you where to get here between Dark Harbor and Donna.
I love it.
Great, perfect. Anything else?
No, you've been a great help. Thank you.
Doing what I can, ma'am.
You do it well.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Kind of stands there awkwardly, waiting if you need anything else.
Oh no, I've walked away.
Okay. Does anybody else do anything?
Um, as as the rotation of guard happens, I am going to relay this information to my other party members of the map making and the Isk's feelings and the not so good, maybe bad, maybe good spot. Not misleading at all.
Very interesting.
Wait, what?
Bad?
Found a not so good, not so bad, maybe spot. What do you mean by that?
Well, she said it. She could probably explain it better, but I'll give it a go. She said basically that it felt bad, but not bad like the tar dragon nasty taste in your mouth kind of bad, like a different kind of bad. So maybe it's okay, maybe it's a normal kind of bad. I don't really know.
Tar dragons. Wait, what? Found a ley line?
Yes.
Maybe it's not fully corrupted yet, but is being corrupted. And that's why it felt different.
I am not knowing. All I know is navigation guy knows where it's at. Gonna mark it on a map so that we can get back to it if we need to or want to.
If we're already right over it, why wouldn't we stop to take care of it? I can handle the spells for that.
didn't know. I don't do magic.
Nala said it
Um,
was too dangerous to.
Does nobody else
Explore.
know water breathing?
I know
no.
how to do that.
But Shin's looking back and forth between Nala and Isk now,
She
going.
didn't tell me that she could
but-
do that.
but-
But you never asked.
She said that she could jump in by herself, and I thought that was a really bad idea, so I told her no. Thought I was
Yeah,
being
right.
smart.
By
That
yourself
was
would be
smart.
bad.
Yep. We don't believe there's a scale down there, though, do we?
Mm.
Like, should we come back? Shouldn't we get the scales first? Isn't that our main priority?
Oh. Just because there isn't
Just-
a scale, that there still could be answers there.
I guess we could have them turn the boat around, but that I don't know if they're gonna want to do that.
Yeah,
We
they
have to
might
pay
not
them
go for that.
money or something. We could ask.
Well, at this point, we'd
Uh,
have to go back. How long ago was it that you had sensed it?
Shin begins ritual casting ley lines.
Okay.
Good idea.
It takes, what did I say, a minute? 10 minutes?
I think it's 10 minutes.
Yeah, so you can continue having your conversation unless you all stare at him waiting.
Isk will stare at him waiting.
Nice.
That's a normal Isk thing. Shin is used to Isk things like that.
About how long ago did you sense this?
That's an excellent question, Silent.
Why?
Half a day ago. You sensed it half a day ago.
Doesn't sound like a long time ago.
Could not have been more than half a day.
So it would probably take at least a half day to get back there.
But I'm thinking if we want to do this, we need to take action faster than slower. The likelihood of them wanting to go back, half a day opposed to days is higher.
Yeah, we'd have to make this decision sooner. And
Like now.
if we waited, then it would have to be something we did later.
Yes.
If you guys think we should go back, then I'm not against it.
I think Shin's in the middle of trying to cast something. Maybe he'll
Yeah,
And
he's
that's
maybe
when
he'll
Shin
have some
Bell
input once he's
finishes.
done.
Tell it is northwest of you. About half a day of a boat ride out.
Yeah, there's definitely a shrine back up there.
We should definitely go check it out. Now that I know that we can breathe underwater, which is really freaking cool.
Nah, normal magic stuff. You would have known this already. Shin says matter of factly as if Nala would have known this already.
How would I? How would I have known that?
I don't know. Don't they have mages in your soldiery stuff?
Not where I was soldiering. I'm pretty sure. Sigh.
You guys not know how to field magic troops? Holy hell, you are at such a huge disadvantage in wars.
Yeah, I'm imagining, when I think of Nala, I imagine her as like a frontline fighter kind of person.
She was
So,
not
like-
around. She was not around spellcasters, especially. She would have ran into some of them. They had a spellcaster regiment, but not for the normal outer guard, which is where she was at, and especially not one that had water breathing.
Yeah, there's a lot of these magic-y things that you guys do that I just have not dealt with before.
Corey is pushing Matthias towards the first mate's quarters.
Well, have we decided we're going?
I thought that's what we decided, yeah.
It's
All
at least
right.
good to talk and see if they can turn the ship around. If they can't, then we'll figure out a way to get there.
All right. I'll
Matthias, can you handle this?
I hope so.
You need
Good luck.
you need
We
backup.
all better go. Let's go all together, maybe.
Oh, jeez, we do not all need to be in that room.
No, we don't.
We're
Yeah.
we're smarter
Guys.
together. Come on.
As Thias starts heading to the first mate's, wherever he might be.
Okay,
Shin walks the
the-
opposite direction.
The first mate's door is closed.
He'll knock.
The door, as you knock on the door, the motion opens it up into a dark room slowly.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I'm just kidding.
Holy
a guy who's
shit.
like,
Doesn't say, oh no, we found the Kenku.
Yeah, we never did figure out where he went.
You hear guys like, I'm up. I'm up. What? Hold up. God.
Sorry to wake you.
Oh, no, it's hard. What do you want?
Well, companions sensed something that we needed to check out, and apparently it's about a half day back the direction we were going, or we came.
Okay.
So I was wondering if we could turn the boat around and check that out.
Sure. Are you sure about that?
Very sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me talk to the captain. We'll get it set up. He shouts out a couple of orders, half mast to the sailors, trim the sails, but no heading change. And then walks in the captain's quarters. And about 15 minutes later, both him and the captain come out, and the captain addresses you all. Are you sure about this?
Yes.
We're sure.
Okay. I mean, we're far enough away from Dark Harbor that anybody chasing us would probably have a pretty bad time because we've got a pretty good ship, I'm going to be honest. But I'm not saying it's out of the realm of possibilities that somebody could be chasing us, and if we turn back, we are going to run into them. So I'm just going to put that out there.
It's something that's going to be underwater, and so
Right, but we aren't going to be underwater.
yeah, if somebody comes, then probably better to protect the ship.
Right. So if you all go underwater and we're not underwater and somebody jumps us, I'm just letting you know it's going to be rough.
I understand.
Great.
Gonna be
what?
You cut out.
Which part? Who did?
You did. You cut out when you said it's gonna be, and then you just cut out.
Oh, I'm going to leave it at that. That sounds good. I said it's going to be
Corey
rough.
looks
Anyways,
Very
don't
ominous.
need
very
drama.
concerned about this choice.
So
She will not contradict anybody, but
the
she's
captain
very
walks
concerned
past
about
all
this
of
choice.
you. The captain walks past all of you, belays some orders to the sailors. They start turning the ship around.
Good plan, great plan.
This isn't going to come back and bite us.
We don't need to go to Donna.
Corey is pacing the deck and praying the whole way back.
You all see Donna very, very nervous. I'm sorry, Corey. See Corey acting nervous.
Or Matthias will walk up and are you okay, Corey?
I guess I need to actually prepare a certain
I don't think we should turn back, but
Why didn't you say something then?
I did.
You did?
I did. Or I thought I did. I don't. I just
You,
maybe
Um,
maybe it'll be fine. Maybe I'm wrong.
what are you worried about?
What the first mate said, that we're going away from the next scale. I
But
don't.
we're going
I don't.
toward the next scale.
Going towards something.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't feel confident.
sure. Isk felt it for a reason.
You make a good point. You make a very good point. I'm just nervous.
What is
I'm
that?
with you guys 100%.
There was a beat going on in the back. I was starting to bump to it.
Yeah.
Is it me?
Someone
Listening
playing
to
music in the
as we
background.
play?
Yep, it's
Brett's
definitely
watching the
me.
news. Yeah.
No, it's my roommate. He loves to play his music so loud. So
Oh.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a beat in the background. So as long as you don't mind it.
It was just kind of surprising because it felt like what I imagine club music to sound like.
It is.
Like from the movies.
It is. 100%. We are an EDM household here.
Gotcha.
A lot of bass. That's funny that it's actually triggering the microphone. Anyways. Continue the conversation unless you're done with the conversation, then we continue on.
That's all I have to say.
And probably would be it.
Okay. So that was during the night. So you turn around and halfway through the night, now it's about 3/4 through the night because you have a different way to get through. So 3/4 through the night, you arrive at what you think is the right spot. Isk, you sense the feeling again.
Okay. I think we were here.
Do you tell that to anybody in particular?
Whoever is awake at night.
Nala would have slept through the day. Through the rest of the day. Preparing.
It was this. So this is what happened at dusk when Isk got everybody together. So during the nighttime, if you would have been sleeping through the night, yes, then? Yes, because you take the day watch. Yeah, so Nala's sleeping. Corey is sleeping.
Oh, then maybe
Mhm.
Isk would be sleeping. So, Shin, you can figure out whether or not we're here.
I
Unless
continue
somebody wants
scanning
us to
ley
stay
line.
up.
You don't need to keep saying hint if I'm being told to do it.
Okay. So, Shin, how are you doing this? Oh, you can hold it, right?
Yeah.
That's right. I told you can hold it. Was there a
I don't
limit?
actually
It was
have it
like
written
one
down
round.
anymore, so you might want to actually like write down the details of it. I don't know.
God damn it! I pinned it to your channel. There it is.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
One
I
round
didn't
per
have it
level.
written in my
Okay.
character thing. That's
Casting
why.
time 1 minute. Are you doing it as a ritual or no?
Well, the ritual lets me hold on to it, right?
Yeah.
Then yes.
Okay. So
I'm trying to find the fucking thing too. Hold on.
you cast it, and you get with the first mate and the fuck, what's his name? Person who steers a ship.
The
Whatever.
helmsman?
Yeah, helmsman. That's it. And you're like, humming. They're kind of like, okay, all right. Okay. 10 minutes later, it works, and you're like, you went past it. And they're like, oh boy, all right. Turn her around.
No, wait,
You know
wait,
how
wait,
far
wait.
past it did we go?
Well, I can sense this within a 0.0045% margin of error. So how far past it did they go?
They went. It's pointing you directly at it, which means you are 1,000 feet away from it right now.
And that is including the distance to get down to it.
Yes.
Well, that's
You know,
weird.
if you just work on steering the ship around and anchoring right around here anyway, we can probably take care of it from here.
So you want us to anchor here?
Yes.
Okay.
But you might want to get the
Hopefully-
ship turned around before you anchor.
Oh. Make up your mind. Anchor, yes, no.
Anchor after turning ship around to set your course back for Donna.
Okay. Set course for Donna. I heard that. I get that. Just fucking set the course for Donna, all right? Swear to God. I will keel haul you. Both.
Wow.
All right.
As long as you anchor after you have that course set.
Oh, don't get me. Don't you start.
Don't I start what?
So he
I give
ignores
him a
that
wink.
part.
I give him a wink and walk away to the.
And a couple minutes later, it's turned back towards Donna. And then they anchor it. And you lose concentration on the spell because it's 1 round per level.
I'll gladly cast it as a ritual again, just to ping before I ritual cast water breathing.
You ping it again, and it's about 900 feet this time.
Okay. I'm guessing since people are sleeping, I need to wake them up and hope that they have had their rest, or
Yep.
that we have prepared sufficiently that they know they're about to be waking up for this.
Yep. Did any of you change your sleeping orders? Because Matthias, you're gonna be going when you were normally asleep. Same with you, Shin. You're gonna be going when you're normally trancing.
That's why I said I am assuming that we had prepared our sleeping orders to actually prepare
Oh.
for this better.
Well, there we
I
go.
literally just said it.
So Matthias and Shin both make me a Constitution saving throw.
All right, 5th nat 1 of the game for me. Close enough.
You're fine. You're able to adjust your sleep schedule. Go ahead and wake people up.
Waking people up.
Inside Corey's head. Corey, it's time to wake up.
I thought he was gonna yell.
That's nice. Thank you for waking me up nicely.
You're welcome. We're here.
Oh, goody. Okay, well, let's go.
Okay.
It's because you wake up, you don't sense anything.
Oh,
What?
are you sure? I cannot sense it.
My ley lines was locked onto it. I can cast ley lines again.
Maybe
Uh.
maybe you could only sense it when we're right over it.
It's possible. I do not understand.
I
We're about-
guess our
If I'm being serious about it, we're about 900 feet away from it. I don't know how close you need to be in order to sense this. But from what I could determine before, back in the forest and the other places, you've been able to sense it from pretty far away yourself, much more than 900 feet.
I was able to sense it from the boat before.
Yeah, but if that was just passing over it and you only just sensed like a flicker of it, maybe that was what happened. Well, maybe you only sensed it for a bit? I don't know. My ley lines can pick it up, though. We
Huh.
should potentially
Well-
still be in the correct spot. I know the general direction to have us go swimming in, or sinking in, looking over at Matthias.
Well, if ley lines is like an actual line, maybe we're going over the edge of it, and before you were following the actual line.
It is 900 feet directly that way, pointing into the water in the direction of my ley lines.
Well, you've not been wrong before.
But
Okay, so just to make sure, are we all prepared to potentially fight sharks?
I don't know that I know how to prepare for that, but I've done my best.
Maybe giant squids or kraken.
I didn't prep any fire spells, except for the ones that I can't unprep.
That's good. Good to hear. Good to know.
I think I'm okay. I'm guessing that I would not be able to swing my weapon very well underwater.
correct.
Do we have to take our armor off?
I mean, you'll be able to water breathe for like 24 hours, so you'll be fine there.
So we can be heavy, because it's okay if it takes us a long time to swim to the surface.
I think
It
I can help
depends.
with getting us to the surface when we need to get there.
Oh, excellent.
There's
Wouldn't want to
that.
be caught without her armor once we go down. Just in
Yeah, I
case.
really don't want to take my armor off. That was me really hoping you would say that. No, we don't have to take it off.
Well, could always
You don't
put
need to take your armor off.
if we
I don't.
need to swim back up, we can always take it off down there and put it in a bag of holding and then swim up.
What happens if you open the bag of holding underwater? Oh, no, that makes my head hurt. Never mind. All right, I guess let's do this quickly. If something could be chasing us, we should probably get going.
Are we able to breathe underwater already, or
No, I have
you
to ritual
casting it?
cast that too.
all right?
I begin doing that.
Okay.
I will pray while you ritual cast.
Oh, are you praying to cast a spell too, or are you just like preparing spells? I don't know what you're doing over there.
I'm just praying, man.
I am.
Yeah.
I am gonna cast aid
Annoying.
and put that on. Corey, Isk, and Nala.
Corey, as you're praying, you get a bad feeling.
Like a we shouldn't do this feeling?
You get a bad feeling.
Guys, I don't think we should do this.
Oh my gosh, are we about to tell the captain that we're not doing this now?
I'm having a bad feeling. My tummy tells me
scale-
not to go.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is it?
I don't know, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is it?
It's about a 5.
It's exactly medium bad. But
Is
I
that-
guess I don't know if it's because there's something bad down there that we need to fight, or if going down there is stupid. It's one of the two.
Okay, so Corey, is it as bad or less bad than crazy tar dragons that want to murder us?
I can tell you that after I get the water breathing cast, I will again cast ley lines because I want to confirm Isk's not sensing the Shalula thing. Isk, why can I
Okay,
never say
well-
that word?
I don't know.
This doesn't feel right to me. The fact that Is can't sense it is worrying me now.
Do you not trust Shin?
Oh, I trust Shin, but my tummy is telling me that something is wrong here.
You didn't answer my question.
I don't think I usually get a bad. Do I get a bad feeling when we go to the other places?
The other ley lines?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, this is different. I've never felt this before at the other shrines.
Well, the other people can't taste the bad stuff, so
Which makes me
Maybe.
think that this is guidance telling me not to go at all. Because if it were like the other things we had done, it would feel like that, but it doesn't. It feels different. Look, I'm just one of the 5 of us, but this doesn't feel right to me.
Yeah. To be fair, you and the whole god business have been on a sketchy footing.
Oof. Shin visibly winces mid-cast at that.
In my many years, my innate tummy sense has never led me wrong before. Every time I've ignored it, bad things have happened. But you're not totally wrong either. I leave it up to consensus, but this feels all kinds of hanky to me.
Oh no, you leave your hanky-panky to the bedroom.
I said hinky, not hanky.
Yes.
I don't think she realizes that my mic can still pick up her voice.
That's great. I love it.
I was still trying to talk, and then my body betrayed me.
I'm letting Shin finish his ritual castings.
I cast ley lines again too after water breathing. You all will be patient for these 20 minutes of doing jack shit.
I will keep thinking on this bad feeling that I'm having and hope that I understand it.
I don't know if there's like a role for this, but since Isk has been around Shalia before, would they have any knowledge of one or anything like one that is temporary or moves? Like that doesn't stay in one place?
No. Or you would know that the answer to that is no.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna go along with what the group decides on this one. I've messed up too much lately.
We could investigate and return without going too far toward whatever it is.
Shin can't
think
talk
we
too
should
much
just
'cause he's
leave.
ritual casting.
I offered before to investigate it alone. I could still do that.
That's definitely not
That's
an
a
option.
bad idea.
By the way, since I did cast water breathing first, and I'm pretty sure I can target up to 10 people with it,
Are you targeting the first mate too?
I am super targeting the first mate, the smartass helmsman, I don't think I can reach the person in the crow's nest, probably too high up.
No. 30 feet.
And like a couple random sailors around me.
So why let it go to waste?
You finish the spell.
I also, well, that was just like, yeah, just to say who I targeted with that besides the group of us. And
That's
then
fine.
I do cast the ley lines again too, just to confirm the position.
10 more minutes.
While we're
More
waiting,
talky
is...
bit. You all can talk while Shin's casting, unless you just
Yeah.
skip ahead 10 minutes.
while we're waiting, Iska's gonna look at MPTA and be like, "Can he swim?"
And Shin is casting, and Shin
Yeah.
is casting.
MPT nods at you.
I guess Matthias would probably start praying a bit just to see if he
Yeah,
can get
come
any
sit down and meditate
anti-illumination.
on the rock with me, Matthias. I put my arm around Matthias when he comes and sits next to me, and we pray together.
Both of you have a bad feeling.
Now we both have a bad feeling?
Yes.
I mean, now we have to go see what it is.
I'll be honest,
My-
I'm actually in Isk's boat here.
No, as a player, totally agree. As a character, though.
I'm actually starting to get a
So-
bad feeling about this as well.
See, I'm not crazy. Also,
Right.
proof that we're praying to the same Bahamut, pound it. And I give him a fist bump.
The solution here is not to pray.
Gonna disagree with you really strongly on that one.
Yeah,
The
but
other
you were
thing we
feeling-
can talk
you were-
about.
You were feeling fine until you talked to not Bahamut.
I think we're talking to Bahamut, actually. I
How do
don't
you
know
know?
anything about this non-Bahamut, but I know that it's
You
not who I
know.
pray to.
You know, the one that destroyed the village and such. That not Bahamut.
No, I know who you're
Yeah.
talking about, but that's not who I pray to.
But you
Maybe
did.
that's what this why we have a bad feeling about this shrine. It's not actually one of Bahamut's actual shrines, but one of the others.
That could be interesting and bad and dangerous. My tummy senses haven't been off since I got to this reality, so I'm gonna assume that it's Bahamut that's talking to me because that's always how it's been.
Oh, and that might be why we're having this bad feeling about it, because it's not his.
Sounds like you think we should go, so let's go.
I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
I don't know.
Would
We
it
do
really
go,
benefit
we should be
us?
careful though.
Well, it's better to know things, but it's also bad to die. So that's what we're weighing.
But
On the lives of these people, what if there's a freaking enemy ship half a day behind us?
Then we do not take half a day to investigate it.
And we've already burned a half day just coming back here. So I guess at this point, we
So-
may as well make it worth it.
Oh,
Shin, your casting's done.
I'm.
It's 900 feet from you.
Yeah, still that way.
Okay, let's go then.
How are you still not sensing a Shalulu?
Do not know. I sensed it when we were here last, but we may not be where we were before. That is my only guess.
Yes,
This
make
one
me an
also.
Make me an int.
check.
Check. Yep.
Just straight up.
Straight int.
You got it. Not good.
There.
It's
Ooh,
something they
Medusa.
haven't thought about food, especially seafood. There are fish down there.
That's
I
true.
don't think I remember there being a mark on any of the maps that we saw at the previous ones in this area.
That's what I'm saying. It does not seem to me to be where a scale is, so I don't know why we need to investigate it now. But
The reason why we need to investigate it now is because our mission was not only for the shrines that had scales in them. The scales are definitely one of our targets of all of this, but isn't our overarching goal to cleanse all of the shrines?
I did not
Yeah, what
understand
she
that.
said.
But if you did, then that's new information to me.
Is our only goal to really just go and get the scales and defeat whatever tar dragons are at those places? We're supposed to try
Yeah.
to help out as many of them as we can. If you want, we can pass by this place, and I'm all for it. Trust me, I'd rather not go down and drown after, the water breathing runs out and we're stuck in a temple because we can't get out because of some stupid puzzle.
couldn't you, like, as it gets close to ending, cast it again?
As long as I have the spell slots to do so, I don't actually have to maintain concentration on this.
Did someone else also have water breathing?
Yes.
We're good.
Okay, let's go.
Why couldn't you have had this bad feeling before we turned the ship around?
Right?
I didn't pray then. I'm only praying now.
See?
I forgot that I have to tell God that I'm praying, even though I'm usually praying most of the time.
I mean, she could have cast communion at any point in time.
She could have.
Yeah, really. I mean, come on now. And what could have possibly gone wrong if I did that? Absolutely nothing.
There's no
Well,
collateral
nothing,
damage if
because
there's
you're
nothing
talking
there.
to the real Bahamut.
Let's go. We've committed. Let's just do this.
That's not the
So-
Corey voice.
No, that's not Corey who's saying it. Let's go.
Does everybody just jump off the boat?
I mean, Matthias had the right idea last time.
I feel like I don't know. Should we have something to guide us back to said boat?
Did they weigh anchor yet?
Oh yeah.
Okay, look for the anchor.
Yep.
Follow the anchor down. So, I don't know specifically.
So then, yes, everybody's jumping in.
Are we gonna be able
Yep.
to?
Swan dive.
Let's do it.
Does anybody change their outfit? They remove armor, or they keep it?
I'm
Keeping
just-
it.
Just staying the same.
Guess keeping it
Okay.
and sinking like an anchor.
Yep.
As you all jump in the water, splash, splash, splash. You all hit it, and then the ocean grabs you and puts you back in the boat.
What?
Whoa.
Oh.
I don't like that.
I look for
I-
someone who casts control water.
You don't see anybody.
Divine sense.
You don't sense anything.
That is not normal.
I don't sense anything, but that's definitely not
All the
normal.
sailors that are on the boat are looking at you a little oddly, but have seen Corey cast strange spells before, so think it's just you guys fucking with.
That wasn't Corey.
Is there anything usually strange about this area?
No. Is there supposed to be?
Oh, we definitely just experienced something of that type.
Because I don't think any of us cast anything, and the water just put us back.
Corey searches her gut for a good or bad feeling.
You know what
don't
you're
get
gonna
any
get.
feeling. No feeling
I don't-
returned.
Interesting,
Oh, boy.
interesting.
Feeling
My
not
bad
found.
feeling is gone, which means that we should take that as a sign if ever we've seen one. That is my opinion, and I'm sticking to it.
Your Bahamut seems fickle.
This whole situation
Have you
seems
met
fickle.
Goldie? Of course, my Bahamut seems fickle.
This whole situation seems fickle. I guess. Corey, you're really gonna have to plow through with some control water to help catch up.
I mean, I can only cast it like 3 or 4 times. There's only so much I can do. I can do it 3 times, and we can get 100 feet every 6 seconds for up to 10 minutes.
How strong is the spell?
What question are you asking me?
How strong is the spell?
I can do it 3 times.
Out of character on a scale of levels, we call it a one
Okay,
spell,
that's what I
level
thought
2
you were asking,
spell,
but I
or
wasn't
level
sure.
3 spell?
It's a 4th level spell.
Okay.
Generally,
then it's
when you
out of
wanna
the
ask that-
realm.
Okay.
Out of
Um,
character, generally, when you ask things like that, you can call them circles because they would understand that there are different level spells. We've always liked to be like, it's first circle, second circle, third circle, that way. Because if you say it's
Cool.
first
It's
level,
a
second level,
4th
third level,
circle spell.
Yeah, that's
So-
too druidy though.
I mean, sure.
Nala is feeling curious. She takes off her armor and tries to dive in the water again.
You just see Nala jump right in.
We watch.
You see bubbles rise from her as she slowly. I mean, you're not sinking, so what are you doing? You treading water?
Yeah, just swimming,
But-
swimming down a little. You know, nothing too crazy.
Are you
Just
still wearing your
explores.
amulet?
I am.
It's not throwing her back on the boat when she goes by herself.
Nope.
I did remove all of my armor though, so I'm like in my like base clothes or
In a skivvies.
skivvies.
This is so bad. I will follow suit.
You're taking off your armor and jumping in?
I fucking guess I am.
All right.
Am I leaving my shield behind too, Silent? Is that a requirement?
That's up to you. I'm asking.
Ugh.
You need to clarify to me what you're doing.
Really wish we were sitting around a table right now so you could see what actually.
You can see how
It's too
fucking
late to look at me
exasperated
now.
I
I already
am.
stopped.
Is this really a good idea?
No.
No. All right, my AC's 11 and I'm in the water. Let's go.
One was AC. Two. Get your ass back on the ship.
It works.
Get back up
Yeah.
there.
Do I stay?
I mean, Nala's already underwater at this point, so. Corey, you're swimming after Nala, I guess?
I'm not like
And-
swimming down. I'm like frolicking in the water, kind of.
Oh, so you are treading water. I
Frolicking.
thought you said you were swimming under.
I'm swimming around and in and out. You know, like you play in water. Have you never played in water?
No, never.
I hate fun things. I've never done that.
Corey and Nala are in the
So
water.
sorry.
Nothing seems to be happening to them.
I'm splashing.
This
Corey.
is a terrible idea. We should not do this.
I splash Corey one more time and then I'm back on the boat. Real fast, like.
Make me an athletics check. No, you get tangled up into the. You do not do fast like at all.
Okay. I
I
was too
try and
busy
help them back
frolicking.
up.
Yeah, I'm climbing back up as well.
Okay. You're gonna haul back on the boat again, and the first mate is just like has this expression of like, "Are you going to, or are you not going to? Can you make up your mind?"
Well, the water's funny. It only accepts you when you're naked. Well, basically.
We have a saying that you live as you die as you live, which is alone, cold, and naked.
All the more reason to not get back in the water.
Now.
I'm thinking we should move on.
Yep.
Really? After all this, you're gonna have just turn right around and go, huh?
When the ocean puts you back on the ship when you tried to jump in, what do you do?
I
Jump
can't
back
say I've
in.
ever had that happen to me before, so I can't answer that question.
Then what
Neither
would
have
you
I.
do hypothetically?
Jump back in.
Hypothetically, I probably wouldn't get in this situation in the first place.
Oh boy.
Huh?
We're sorry that we wasted
Say-
time.
You were an adventuring group of idiots. That job was to get into these situations in the first place. Would you hypothetically go down there again after the ocean literally put you back on the ship, or would you sail on?
I don't know. Is there something down there that you need to get as your adventuring job?
Maybe.
It feels like it to me, but everyone else is arguing with my ass. So I
Well,
don't
then
know.
I would
and I
say
don't
I
care.
would go down to said thing and get said whatever thing is as my adventuring.
Shin, I am fully with you. I jumped in to the sea again, and it worked.
But the ocean is against us.
Not the second time.
Well,
It's
while
just
everyone's
particular.
Have you tested this again with the?
I put
Yes.
that.
Jump in.
Hold on.
yeah,
It's,
I was gonna
jumps
say
in.
while everyone was arguing, Isk would just nod when the first mate said that and go jump off the boat.
okay, so Isk and Shin both jump off the boat.
No, Shin told Matthias, I thought.
In the first mate face palms. What did the rest of you do?
Matthias jump off. Shin stayed on because Shin absolutely wants to test the armor theory that Nala has come up.
So Isk is in the water. Who else is in the water?
Matthias.
It sounds like.
With or without armor?
With?
Okay. Are you treading water, or are you slowly sinking?
Probably let himself sink a little bit and then try and tread water. Just to see
Roll
if
me
he
an
gets...
athletics check.
Don't forget the anchor over there.
I mean, you want to go downward, so it's probably a good thing, actually.
Matthias goes in, and you don't see him.
All according to plan. It's working.
And
Corey's been putting her armor back on while they've been arguing.
Okay.
I'm sure I have a few minutes to go, don't I?
Yep, you sure do.
Yep. I'm not going back in there without my fucking armor, man. If Matthias can get in.
and
Maybe it was just everyone jumping in at the same time.
Maybe it just doesn't like Corey.
maybe it was
Matthias,
just
what do
a
you
little
do?
bit.
Maybe.
And
Ooh.
yeah, you would tell Iskanal it seems like the water isn't knocking me back out again. And I still have my armor on.
Because the ocean is going, everybody gets one.
Show off.
Well, once I have my armor back on, I'll get back in, but not until then.
Okay, what do the rest of you do?
Swim.
Doning armor again.
Shin?
Just waiting for all of this to transpire for the moment.
Hey Shin,
Mm-hmm.
would you help me get dressed?
Sure.
This is much easier with a helper.
Mm-hmm.
As her underwear clings to her curvaceous body that you are slowly covering back up again.
Yep.
I am faced the other direction.
Some of the sailors are not.
I glare at them.
They face the other direction.
That's right, Mama Corey. Don't let her daughters be glared at.
Be ogled at.
That's what I meant. Yes, thank you.
So a couple minutes later, Corey and Nala have their armor. Matthias and Isk are already swimming down.
I jump back in.
All right. Following the anchor rope.
Cannonball style.
Great.
You know, Shin says to Corey, it's at this point that I realize it would have been better to leave one of us that can telepathically communicate with the others of us on the ship until we figured out more.
Yep. So, you want to go first, or should I?
MPT, stay on the ship.
Can he tell you if something bad goes wrong up here?
Fuck no, I'll be too far away from my telepathy. Protect the ship.
Well, guess we're going.
MPT, protect the ship.
Can't we communicate? Or no?
Me and Shin are still on the outside of that.
Yeah, you can only communicate through the amulet. You can't really talk in the water.
But never mind.
Okay.
talking
I'm
to-
curious, Miser. Does MPT does your thing deactivate if you get too far from it?
No.
Okay. Cool.
Nothing about it says it does.
All right. That's fine.
Yes.
All right. Isk, roll me 46. Give me a fate roll.
Oh,
You
come
got
on,
it.
Isk.
I believe in you.
Four. Oh.
13, very fitting.
Wow. What a weird roll.
Boy.
Nothing
Oh
happens.
boy.
You're all swimming down. Some of you are ahead of the others.
No dogs.
No dogs.
That's good. Sea dogs.
Just checking. It's Isk and Matthias, so we can't be too careful.
Just don't cast sleep. It's fine.
There's no guards around. You should be all right.
It's true.
Exactly.
So you get to the bottom of this part of the ocean, which is about 100 feet. Then where do you go?
That's a great question.
And I guess telepathically to Isk, do you sense anything yet?
Does Isk sense anything?
You sense like you're on a spirit walk right now.
Oh. I think we were close. I was unable to sense it from the boat, but I think that it's in this direction, pointing in whichever way is the right way. Do not know which direction that is underwater.
I think the rest are coming, so we should probably wait for them to catch up.
Hey, Matthias made a call that's very smart. Good job, Matthias.
I just want to point out that Shin is super lagging behind.
Why?
Corey can, because you're light.
Because he has -1 strength.
Corey's helping you. Corey will help you. My
Corey's
heavy
weighted
armor
down.
can weigh us both down like a rock.
And thus you plummet.
Shin is apparently sturdy as hell, but trying to actually do shit with all that sturdiness outside his realm of capability.
Apparently.
You all make it to the bottom of the ocean next to the anchor, and Isk seems to be pointing in a random direction.
Does it line up with where I was sensing the ley line?
Yes, it lines up. I'm not gonna make you make something.
Shin gives a nod of confirmation. Gives a wave of lead on.
Alright. Isk will go first. Let's do this.
I look at Corey and give her the see kind of look.
Corey gives you a shrug.
So not only are we playing charades underwater,
We are definitely playing
okay,
charades right now.
we are trying to play charades over mics where we can't see anything that anyone else is actually trying to do.
Just have to
To
visualize.
describe our charade.
One
Except
word,
for-
2 syllables, starts with A.
Giggles maniacally.
You're trudging along the water. There's some sea life around here, but having you around is definitely scaring it off. And you're kicking up a little bit of the sand, so as long as you stay within a group, it's okay. But if you lag behind, you're gonna get covered.
I can also help Shin.
Do you swim or do you walk along the ground?
I think we should.
I'm assuming
swim.
an armor would be kind of forced to walk. Because it's probably kind of hard to swim with full armor.
You are not wrong. In fact, you're trying to figure out how you're going to get back to the surface because 100 feet is
Anchor.
a long way to swim.
Isk
Anchor.
said they could help
That's you.
with that.
But also, just get back to the anchor.
No,
So
I'm
there's a
curious.
couple crevices and not hills, but just areas that you would have to climb up and over. And you're going along. It's taking a while because it not only is it not walking speed, it's like half of walking speed. So it's pretty slow. It would be insanely hard to swim in water. There's no way it'd end up well. Unless it's like very flexible armor. But if you're talking like full plate, forget it.
But we're
Thankfully,
all wearing
nobody's in full plate.
chainmail, I think. Yeah.
Chainmail is
At
probably
least
not
there's
as
that.
it's better, but still not great because it still takes
It's
time
still
to put
gonna
on,
weigh
which
the
means a
fuck
lot of
down.
it is linked together.
You are super
Yeah.
still being dragged down by this chainmail.
Yeah,
Oh, for sure. But at least it's not plate. Is all I'm
right.
saying.
So you're walking and you're walking and you're walking. You see some dolphins in the distance, some fish. You think a
Dolphins.
whale. Not sure. An elder god. Just kidding.
Describe the elder god.
Say more. Say more.
Tips my helmet as it passes by.
Yeah. And you get to the spot. You feel a little more nauseous, or not nauseous, but you have the bad feeling again.
Who has the bad feeling?
You do.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the same one as we get at other places or different bad?
Different. It's the same bad feeling you had on the boat.
Okay. Can we talk underwater? I guess we have the amulets, but 2 people
Only
are
with
left
the
out of that.
amulet.
Hmm. Well, this will tell the 2 people that can hear it that feels the same as when they're on the boat. Something bad, but not bad like the dragon's bad. Something different.
Seems fleeting. Maybe it's swimming around.
Is it just like seafloor? Like there's nothing visibly
Correct.
around? Okay. Weird. The other times we had to find like a mechanism. If there's an entrance, it might be hidden.
Yeah. Could see if we can find the entrance.
Okay. Whoever's looking, make me a perception or investigation.
This,
I would like to insight check them to see what they're trying to do.
I think you know them enough to understand that they're at the spot that they need to start looking.
Okay. I was gonna take a 10 anyways.
That's fine.
I mean, Isk would probably stop for a bit there, so it would be pretty clear that they're not like going anywhere else.
Isk stops and gives you that blank lizard stare.
I remove my amulet and tell Corey, or try to like do mind things with Shin.
You cannot remove your amulet.
I can't remove it.
Nope.
Since when?
Since ever.
But I have removed it.
I don't. If you have, I apologize, but you're not able to remove it.
Yeah, we have
Oh,
removed them before, so that's good to know.
Okay.
I'm not sure you have removed them.
I don't
since
remember
they
you
were
guys ever
fixed.
removing them.
They have removed them before they were fixed. After they
Yes.
were
Yes.
fixed, they were not.
Yes.
Oh,
That
I
is-
see.
yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I'm writing that down.
I removed mine when we did our disguises, and mine was fixed. But
If
noted.
I missed it, so you would not have been able to at the time. So we'll just kind of
Noted.
file that away as me missing that.
Never mind. No, it does not do that because that would be dumb.
Well, I guess Nala can try to and discover that she cannot, in fact, do it.
Yeah. Just like
Okay, I do that.
Nala's really, really working hard on her amulet, and you're not sure what she's trying to do.
Shin will take a. Is it perception or investigation or just
Yes.
perception?
Perception or investigation.
just take a 10 on investigation for an
Okay, what's that give you?
18.
I'm sorry, speak up. You're quiet.
18.
Okay. Is anybody else looking?
Yeah.
I mean,
I will also take a
Yeah.
10.
What does that get you?
18.
Okay. Nala?
Passive. That would give me 15.
Okay.
this is perception.
Perception or
Still roll
investigation?
if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll for the hell of it. 18.
Hey.
Exactly the same as if I took a 10.
Okay,
So,
I'll try it.
okay.
It's worse.
So, between Corey, Isk, and Shin, you all triangulate the location of the item, or the location of the pad that you're actually pretty familiar with at this point.
It's an item.
All three of you don't think we're going to be able to see it on your own, but together you were able to, which is surprising. But you did it.
Because we're a team.
And you're lucky that you did, because as you look behind you, you kicked up so much dust it would have been near impossible to look again.
Alright. Shin goes about the open bits.
It is not one that you're familiar with.
Shin is confused about the open bits. Shin tries to identify if he can go about the.
Make me another investigation roll.
Kind of want to take a 10 again, or take a 20 if we have the time.
Is Matthias close by? Because doesn't he have that +4 aura?
That's for
It
saves.
doesn't work that way.
Oh, it's only for saves. Damn.
So Shin, you've started to get an idea of the pattern of the one before, where to the point where if you've seen the red, or when you would get to the last 2 or 3 that you need to get to, you're pretty sure you could get off the bat. This one is completely new, but you're getting an idea of a pattern in it based on the ones before, and you're thinking about it a few moments, and you're like, aha, and you put it in, and it seems to have something to do with the fact that it's underwater, and it opens up.
Does what it opens into immediately have a drainage to it?
A what?
Does what opens up immediately have a drainage?
No,
Was it already submersed itself?
it opens up. There is a hole in the ground, but the water's not getting sucked into it.
Huh.
So I would assume that it's already submersed itself, and we shall see. I motion for them to one of the two among Matthias or Corey to lead on.
Guess
Uh,
Matthias will go.
I'll bring up the rear.
Matthias, make me a dexterity save.
Shin is not smiling somewhat
Oh god.
Matthias kind of moves into the hole and disappears immediately. Matthias, you
Great.
take 3 points of fall damage.
Oh, it's air down there, isn't it?
Does it feel like I'm in water anymore?
Nope.
Back to Nala and Isk. There's air down here. Be careful with that first step.
Yeah, except Corey has panic chased you and can't hear you say that. So.
Make a dexterity save, Corey.
Oh, no.
No, I didn't roll so bad though. Dex save is +1, 16.
You realize it's air and you can catch yourself before falling into it. So you're, I don't know if you've gone head first or feet first. I'm assuming head first. You can like poke your head in
Yeah.
and like, oh, that's air.
And then lower myself in.
There's no place to lower yourself to. It's a drop.
Well, I'll drop myself in feet first instead of head first.
All right. You will only take half of this.
Well, as I go down feet first, I'll hold a thumbs up over my head as I slip into the air.
You take 1 point of falling damage.
Okay, I can live with that.
Does Matthias get out of the way before she drops on him?
I don't know. That's up to
I
Matthias.
I did chase him. I was like, oh shit, where'd he go? And I
Make me
went
another
head first.
dexterity save, Matthias.
Oh my gosh. We broke Corey.
Yeah, she's really freaked out down here, you guys.
Yeah, that's enough. Since especially because you have dark vision, you see the figure of somebody poking their feet through the opening you just came through, and then they drop. And you're like, oh fuck, and roll out of the way.
That was close.
Sorry, I got scared that you died or something.
Just not in water down here, so. Kinda fell.
Yes, this is. I can't decide if this is better or worse, but whatever. We're here, so.
At least all of us can talk down like this.
That's true. I assume there will be a puzzle in here, so it's probably good that we can talk to each other.
I think we should wait for everybody else to get in. And we should probably move away from the hole just in case
Yeah.
they drop
Who
on
goes
us.
next?
S can go next.
All right. Well, you know that it's an error, so you don't have to make a save. But are you just gonna drop down in?
Yep.
All right. So you will take, unless you have a way to mitigate fall damage, you will take 3 points of fall damage.
No, I don't think they have one, so let's take the damage.
Okay. Nala Shin.
Shin will like eke in and like hang on to the edge so that he doesn't drop the whole distance down. Just lightly falls the rest of the way after he's like dangling from that part.
Okay. Make me an athletics check.
Yeah, sure. I got this. I totally got this. This is something I super have. So
I
totally
believe-
have.
Oh my god.
What'd you say, Nala?
I said I believe in him.
Okay. Shin tries to lower himself in and then realizes he doesn't have nearly enough the strength to carry his heavy ass in that armor and slips in. But thankfully doesn't really mess it up too much, but you still take 4 points of fall damage.
I think this is just Sai wanting to give us free damage.
Free, damn it. It's free damage.
It's free real estate.
That's the meme, yes.
And as soon as he gets down there, he's like, have none of you set up a thing to actually catch the person coming in?
Nala, what do you do?
Man, you're so smart.
Do what, huh?
I don't feel
really-
capable of catching a Goliath, so.
Also, just to let everybody know that there's multiple people in here, it is pitch black. The only people who can see are with dark vision.
Anyone have a light
I
cantrip?
cast light on my Warhammer.
Nala, what do you do? You're the only one left.
I lower myself down.
Okay.
And then once I'm fully extended, I'll drop.
Make me an athletics check.
See if I can do better than that.
I
Let's
think
hope.
at base you do better than me. I don't know. Better.
Yeah.
Nala lets himself back down and lands very gracefully, actually. No damage.
Nice.
Nice.
See, we should have probably had
That's
Nala
impressive.
lead since you guys are.
None of us know how to fall properly.
Correct.
I would have caught you guys, or
Thank
let
you.
you fall on me.
Probably
Instead,
should
I
have.
have to frickin' my ankle's getting down here. Damn it. Hey, how you
Probably
guys doing?
should have tied off a rope up there on something to have a way.
Oh yeah, that's
Back
a
up.
problem. A problem
Oh, yeah?
for later.
Problem levitate can solve.
And then he can tie a rope and throw it to us. We'll be fine.
Who's gonna hold the rope?
I don't have to cast levitate on myself.
Oh, even
Oh.
better.
Shin, would you like me to carry you? Because of your ankle?
No, I'm teasing them for being dumb and not thinking to catch us when we come in.
Oh,
Shall we?
never mind.
Yes, we shall.
The room that you're in seems to be a near perfect sphere of about 30 feet radius, except for the ground itself, which kind of cuts off the lower portion of it. And there is one passageway heading inside. There's no torches or anything like that that you're used to seeing.
Okay, I'll lead the way. No one protests.
Go for it.
Matthias would be right there with her then.
No protestations.
Okay. You head down the passageway. It's very quiet, eerily quiet. No sounds of anything except for your footsteps. As you head through the passageway, you enter into another large cavern, much, much larger than the first one. And your light starts shedding and glinting off of metal objects nearby. Seems to be coins, items,
Uh-oh.
things that reminisce of a hoard of some sort.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh, these places are always guarded by dragons.
Mhm.
But we fought dragons before. It's fine.
Uh-uh.
I,
It's fine. It's fine.
This might be an alive dragon.
I do like a SWAT stop signal silently with my hands.
guess stop. Divine sense.
Yeah.
Divine sense. You don't sense
How many
anything.
times can you spam that?
Quite a few this go.
5 times prolonged rest.
Yeah.
Nice.
I look at Shin and I point at my head, hoping that he understands that I'm asking him to telepathy me because I can't telepathy him.
Inside her head. You ring?
I think there's a dragon in here. I don't see it.
No.
Well, this looks like a horde, doesn't it?
It does, but we don't see a dragon currently, and any dragon that been here will have already seen your light. So we should probably draw weapons and be prepared.
Well, my light is my weapon, so I guess I'll start fanning out along a wall so we're not all standing right next to each other.
Okay.
Scared? Looking
What do
for
the rest of
dragon.
you do?
Hmm.
I point to the others that don't have dark vision and point to Corey to have them follow Corey. And then I point
Yep.
to Matthias and point basically the other way to basically take the other wall of the room to see if we can't cover more ground and split up to not be a huge single target for a breath attack.
Matthias will nod and go where he was pointed to.
We're learning. Yeah, Esk will go with Corey.
I too shall go with Corey because I don't think I can see squat.
Yeah, Shin didn't have the forethought this time to give you guys goggles of night.
Oh, that's you have to imbue it with stuff, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I
I have
still
to use an infusion to do that, and all of my infusions are taken right now.
gotcha.
I looking for either dragon or exit to this chamber, I assume.
That's why. Okay. Okay, so you're just running along the walls, and the other people are going along the other wall, or
Yes.
how is that working? Okay. So you're fanning around
Exactly
out
like
along
that.
both of the walls, and the
The deep thought happened.
Okay. Let's see. Both of you will notice, especially the ones with dark vision, that the horde continues along as you're fanning out, and you get to the point where the horde will meet the wall. Same with the other group. You will start fanning out along into the point where the horde of the coins and other items will jut up against the wall, and the only way to go past is to climb over it.
That's bad.
But we haven't seen any creatures or otherwise.
Make me a perception roll. Everybody who's wanting to watch.
Yeah, I would definitely like to be looking for dragon. Oh, nat 1. It's a 9.
Oh, Jeebus.
Thank goodness Isk is with me.
What the fuck?
Everybody but me sees real good.
So, Isk and Shin, both of you will notice a slight bony protrusion. And it's
Bony protrusion.
brief as you're walking through because the light doesn't shed much light. It's 20 feet and then 20 feet extra.
So
It's
now
only
let's use
40
that
feet
to-
out. Versus the dark vision, which gets 60 feet out. So, Shin, you see it and it stays in your vision because you can stop and kind of examine. It is definitely bones of some sort. And Isk, same thing. You see it, but you have to have Corey stop moving, but Corey doesn't, and then you lost it. So you're like, oh, what the heck? Not you, because you're also relying on Corey's vision. So
But
I'm
so's
separating.
Isk.
What ended up happening is
Oh,
I'm
I
separating
see.
two groups. Is I have the dark vision and the non-dark vision, which is so the dark vision is Shin and Matthias. Non-dark vision is Nala, Corey, and Isk.
Mhm.
The DC is
And-
different.
The DCs are
Dang,
different
I rolled
because of that.
good too.
I know.
You did.
You were off by 1.
Damn it.
Shin is going to lightly tap Matthias's not armor because he won't feel that.
Tink, tink, tink.
Basically, like tap him on the back of the head since he's leading, and then point in the direction of the bony protrusion.
I would look in that direction.
I mean, you'll see the
And
same thing. Now that he's
our
pointing it out.
superior stealth in all of our great glory of knowing we should probably stealth. I'm not going to stealth, and I'm going to start quietly walking towards it, but I don't think a stealth roll will be needed because we're all in armor of some varying
We're
degree.
separated, right?
And
Go ahead and
we're
make me a
climbing
stealth
up
roll.
and we're climbing up coins and stuff.
Go ahead and make me a stealth roll at disadvantage.
Both of us?
Whoever
Yeah,
wants
I wasn't
to
going to bother making a stealth roll because I figured if Matthias was going that direction too, then it would not matter.
Okay. You only get to move about 5 feet before you would have to start climbing up the horde. But you see more of it. It is a bony protrusion that turns into a tail. At least a small part of a tail.
Don't like that.
Does it look skeletal or?
Yes, it definitely looks skeletal.
It's either dead or it's not dead.
Well,
Oh, Matthias, do you still have your divine sense up?
he does now.
It's only till the end of the next turn, but as soon as he saw that, he probably would have hit it again.
Okay, you sense something evil about this. Generically, not specifically, generically.
Try and mime that evil.
How do you mime evil? I have to know.
I don't know.
All right, Shin. Matthias is motioning a few things at you, and you're not really sure what he's trying to give you.
I will try to insight check that to try to discern more what he is trying to do.
All right, Matthias, give me an int roll, and Shin, give me an insight.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
Ooh. Something about cookies.
Yeah, if it doesn't seem like he's understanding, he would
I shake my
sigh
head
and
no
whisper.
and continue searching forward.
Okay,
I want
Corey,
hold on. What do Corey, Nala, and Isk do?
yeah, I was gonna say I would have stopped when we got to the gold and whispered to them to ask the other team if they also can't get around the horde on their side.
I'll ask the question.
And then I guess with that information, I would shrug and try to sneak over the pile of gold as well.
I think Isk might grab your arm because they saw the tail also.
So clarification, Shin, you haven't touched the horde yet, right? My understanding is you started sneaking up closer.
Sorry, I was muted. I have not. No.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So Isk grabbed your arm, Corey.
I look at Isk questioningly.
Isk points at the tail.
The tail is out of view.
Oh, out of view now?
Yeah, because she kept moving when you saw it. So
Okay.
you're like, I see it. I don't see it.
If the question is asked at this point, where to Matthias, he'd say, "There's a tail there, and I sense something evil." Back telepathically to the other group. And he would whisper to Shin, "I sense something evil up ahead."
Shin vehemently nods yes.
What are we doing, guys?
Something stupid and awesome.
Attack.
So Shin is basically as close to the pile as he can get without climbing it or touching it to see this tail.
Okay.
Has this tail moved at all?
Nope.
On the count of 3?
George.
So does Isk take Corey back to where you saw something?
Yes, if that's possible. Move back there, especially since Matthias repeated it over the amulets.
Okay.
I
So-
can try and make it run away?
So Corey, Isk leads you back and is like slowly looking at the horde. Slowly, stop. And then points something out at you.
Bones?
You see bone.
Is there any way to walk around the horde that this bone is on top of, or it stretches from wall to wall?
It, based on the information, I don't know. Yeah, Matthias hasn't told you that, so you only have your side.
Is the
I
tail
would like to continue to try to travel around this horde of gold while not touching it to see if I can see more of whatever this bony tail might have been.
Okay, so you're moving around the horde back to where you came from. Corey and Isk and Nala, what are you doing?
I
was
can,
gonna-
Following Corey with the light.
Right.
think I can scare it?
Isk, what are you doing?
Is the tail sticking out from like underneath all the gold and stuff? Or is it just wrapping around it from another angle?
Depends on if Shin looks for that.
Okay, so we can't see it from our angle where it is
No,
exactly.
You don't see a tail. You see something else.
Bones.
Yep.
Okay.
If you focus and look at it and kind of try to get an idea of it, you think it's a claw or claws. Matthias, what are you doing?
Keeping close to Shin.
Okay.
How far away is it?
It is. We'll say it is 40 feet from you, since that is how far your light goes.
I think my light only goes 20 feet.
Should be 20 and then another 20.
It's a
dim.
20-foot radius, right? So it'd be 20 feet ahead of me and 20 feet behind me.
Is it?
Isn't it
Light.
dim a little further past?
That's what I thought. It was 20 and then dim 20. Yeah. 20.
You're absolutely right. So 40.
Yes. So it goes 40. So it's 40 feet from you. That's why you barely catching it in the dim light.
Corey is going to say to Nala, see if the other group agrees that we should attack it while it's sleeping.
Hey, Matthias. In my mind.
Corey, you get a really bad feeling in your stomach, like a really bad feeling.
When I suggest attacking it?
Suggest that.
Just kidding. Don't ask that. We should leave.
Too bad, it's already happening. Attack this while it's sleeping.
I'll ask Shin.
When did my wife embrace her inner Tig?
It's fine, guys. It's fine.
Shin, they're wanting to know if we should attack it while it's sleeping. It's probably a bad idea,
my
right?
gosh. If Shin was any sort of idiot, he would have shouted no.
I'll tell them no.
He vehemently
doing here,
shakes his
guys?
head no.
Okay, Matthias.
Yeah,
So-
no, we shouldn't attack.
So, what's the plan?
Yeah, what are we doing, guys?
What are we doing down here?
We're
Flying
at
that-
the bottom of the ocean. We can't get around it.
She's feeling fairly ridiculous.
Yeah, they ran into the same kind of thing we did here. Not sure what we're supposed to do at this point.
Someone sealed this place off.
It looks dead.
It looks
It-
undead.
It's
Same thing.
Nope.
Oh
I can't make you run away from me if you're dead. Only if you're undead.
It's
And
fine.
just to clarify for you, Matthias, the thing did not register as undead.
eh,
Great.
Cool. Well, Corey doesn't know that, and
Totally
she's
fine.
totally ready to turn undead. She's just like
It-
all ready to do it.
yeah, it's kind of back to no. It was kind of strange. I sensed evil, but didn't. Even though it's bones, I didn't sense any undead.
Can you see good?
I can see a little ways in the dark, and I saw a
Can you
bony tail.
Can you see anything else besides treasure and bones?
I don't believe he has, right?
Specifically, something that perhaps could say raise a dead dragon.
No, he hasn't sensed anything in specific that could perhaps raise a dead dragon.
No. I'm telling him to look. Because he can
Look
see
with your
one.
eyes.
And your heart.
Look with his special eyes.
What do your half-elven eyes see? Corey is walking back. Is going to suggest we walk back towards the entrance and regroup as one party.
It's a good idea.
But we've already made it so far.
I think we need to leave.
It's not like gonna touch the gold.
Heck no.
She ain't a genius, but she ain't that stupid. We all pretty dumb, but we ain't that dumb.
We sure about that?
No.
Maybe,
No,
maybe not with
I'm not.
bias.
Oof.
Maybe
Oh,
Matthias
that
will
hurt my
just
heart.
maybe Matthias will just stay down here.
Oh, drama.
Matthias touched the gold.
Don't do it.
I am not that dumb.
See?
He passed the test.
What are we doing, you guys?
Can we see the end?
The end of what?
Like the end of the room.
Not unless you want to start climbing along the horde.
I kind of feel like we've come this far.
Aye, this be
Yeah.
cursed gourd.
If I were Travis Willingham, I would go head first into this horde.
I totally
You would-
want to do it.
You would touch the red ruby?
Yeah, exactly. But
No.
Corey's getting a bad feeling, so
Well,
she's
your
frozen
feelings
in
have
inaction.
been all over the place.
They have not. They've been very consistent.
Corey,
Not the Bahamut feelings. I'm not
Corey.
yelling this in character.
I understand. Corey, make me an int check.
What, I have a -1, so 9.
Oh man.
Trying to help us.
Can't be a wisdom check. I can't insight my gut. If it were wisdom, it'd be a 14.
You
if it
feel
were
like
insight, it'd
somebody's
be an
trying to tell you
18.
something. It's really bad.
We need to leave, guys.
Knowledge, not knowledge.
Healers. We lost Hilaria.
She's gone.
She's smarter too.
It's gonna be a minute, y'all. Thanks for holding your push to talk button down there, Miser.
I just have an open mic. Add telepathy to Corey and say we should just leave.
Yeah, we should definitely just leave.
And I basically grab Matthias's forearm to lead him in the direction of lead.
Same.
Alright.
I'll grab Iska and Nala.
Avoiding horde of stuff.
What I was going to say is Nala's shoulders slump in defeat.
Oh.
She wanted this adventure.
We'll fight the really dangerous dragon thing next time.
On Dragon
Come
Ball
on, Game
Z.
Grumps.
Oh wow. My tummy hurts,
it's a-
guys.
To Iskanala, Matthias said, I think we're leaving. That's what Shin's
Yeah,
wanting
so
to do.
does-
That
so
is
does
where Corey is
Corey.
taking us.
Okay. How do you get out?
The way we came.
Magic.
Yeah. And what do you do?
Nothing. Isk doesn't have levitate.
Shin cast levitate on Nala to have Nala carry all of us out.
Okay.
I can show you the world.
It's very freaking wet.
And then how do you get back to the boat?
Oh, I was gonna say before we leave this area, maybe before we go out into where there's no oxygen, Isk might suggest that we put the mechanism thing back on. Whatever was holding this place closed, we should close it again.
It's a great
I
idea.
agree.
That way,
Seemed to be closed for a reason.
that way, something can't get out if that's what it was there for.
Yep. Man, it's giving over rogue in this party.
They would have taken the treasure like right away.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we close the thing on the way out.
After we get out, Shin will try to reach the device.
Yep, you can do it. No problem.
And then.
All right, Isk, help us out.
Alright, I think. Where is it? Water walk. If you target creature submerged in a liquid, the spell carries the target to the surface of the liquid at a rate of 60 feet per round, and it lasts for an hour. And they can cast it on up to 10 willing creatures, so they could just cast it on the group. Is that okay? Oops,
Sure.
I didn't mean to
I think
cast
he's
that.
trying to check if it's verbal.
I meant to do display.
It
Sorry
is
about that.
verbal. But I think you can still actually do it. Verbal, somatic, and you don't need the material component because you're using a focus.
Verbal count if it's all like bubbles coming out.
Or would they know that and cast it before we went out of the air pocket?
Yeah, you can cast it before you went out of the air pocket. That's fine.
So should make everybody float up to the top of the water.
Like corks.
So there is no rule that prohibits verbal components while working underwater.
We did use water breathing, so you wouldn't be like drowning while you're doing it.
Yeah.
But he already gave us a workaround anyways, so
Yeah.
we're fine there.
Yeah. For clarification, I don't agree with it because it's one of those things where you're uttering words of power to cast your spell. Water's gonna fuck with that. But like I said, easy workaround. I don't think it'll ever become an issue. So
If it is an issue, I can do a different thing.
no,
I
it's
had
fine.
like 2
It's fine.
plans.
It's fine.
So you cast it, and as soon as people get into the water, they just start shooting up because it's 60 feet, pretty fast.
Whee! Yeah, it takes us what, like 10 seconds, a round and a half to get to the surface.
It's 100 feet down. So math is hard.
Yeah, it's 10 feet per second.
Yeah.
60 feet in 6 seconds.
Yep.
I am
Sure.
constantly acting like I'm chewing on some sickly sweet tar so that I don't pop my ears so badly on the way up.
Oh yeah.
Your ears shouldn't pop because you're breathing water.
That's not.
The difference in elevation still super affects that.
Yeah, so it's more about elevation and pressure around your body than it is about breathing.
Oh, well, you
Although-
can't get the bends because the bends are air bubbles.
That is an interesting theory. Does the water go into your lungs when you're using water breathing?
I assume so because it would be kind of unavoidable unless you're like holding your breath the whole time.
Right,
That
you're
would
breathing
change that
water.
a little bit, but anything that's in your bloodstream could get fucked up. So, but we don't need to get into that. So whatever.
I do have an alternate.
Science in our D&D.
I have an alternate solution to this if that's too fast.
No, I'm
No,
not
it's
gonna
science
fuck
in our
you with that.
D&D.
That's not this type of game. You make it to the surface.
But Shin will science in this D&D because that's Shin's character. You don't
Of
need to
course.
argue
I
with
do-
Shin's doing his shit.
I do want to look up the theoretical science of this later, but now is not the time.
If you did do that going from a really deep area of water up, you would get the bends. Like that's kind of
no, but the
unavoidable.
pressure, it has to do with breathing air, pressurized air into your lungs. It's fine. We don't have to talk about this right now.
So you make it to the surface. You realize you're about 800 feet from the ship.
But we
But we
see
can
the
walk
ship.
on water, so we walk
Yep.
there.
Somebody make Isk, since you did it, make me a fate roll. No, wait, Isk already made one. Matthias, make me a fate roll.
Oh, I already did one tonight. I have to do one again.
I
Corey.
haven't done one.
All right, Nala,
There
make
you
me a
go.
fate roll.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying because
Bam!
you
Nice.
normally want us to take turns.
I
2
do.
6s.
Very good.
It is very calm water, so yes.
That was the issue.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a storm.
I'm imagining on a 4, you would have been like, you watch as your ship gets blown to bits by.
Or we're like trying to climb over like hard mountain peaks of water as we go.
It was a multitude of things.
Uh-huh.
But yes, you find your ship. You don't see any other ship near it. It's still 800 feet away, roughly.
All right. Well, when we get back, I will climb back on first, so that I can get boosted up or something.
Okay. If everybody takes their time to climb back on, yeah, there's no problems. And the ship will set sail back to Donna, and we'll leave it at that.
Yep, definitely can tell. Definitely will tell the crew they can continue
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and inform the first mate of what we found, so that he doesn't think it's endeavor.
We lost a day.
Maybe don't tell him about the treasure being down there.
Wait. Is this Isk not wanting to do this, or is this Tig not wanting to do this?
I mean, that's me out of character. Like, if we tell them there's treasure down there, they might go back there.
It's easy. Just tell him a Draco Lich is guarding it.
Yeah, I was gonna
That's
say,
true.
and release a Draco Lich on accident.
So what's a Draco Lich?
It's an undead dragon with a phylactery.
Yeah, but he said it wasn't undead, so it can't be.
We don't know what it is because we didn't wake it up.
It is really good that none of us were a rogue.
Yeah.
Nobody
Very.
was tempted by magic items down there.
Oh, as a player, sure.
Shouldn't
I also kind of
particularly-
wanted to fight that thing out of sheer morbid curiosity, but
shouldn't it
Something
particularly
told you
care
not
about the magic
to.
items?
mhm.
Shin, if he sees the magic items, doesn't really looks at him and goes, "I wonder if I can use that for stuff I have, or if I can just make that."
Ooh.